You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
When we just get here, man, let's get it. Yo, look. Excuse me. Dang. Look at my boy, man. Look how he started off, man. Mi hermano, you know what time it is, man. Yes, sir. Good, great, grand evening to y'all, man. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, man. We are here, man. Shout out to my boy Oscar, man. Let's hit this roll call that we gonna get into what's really good. You know what I'm saying? Hit this roll call. I see my boy Oscar in the building. I see my girl Savage in the building. Shout out to my boy Oscar, man. Dropping the graffiti on the chat walls before the stream even starts officially, man. That's love right there, man. Mi hermano, yes, sir. Likewise, brother, with that. My boy came in dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, man, for the love, man. Yes, sir. Got the hello yellow. Drop $10 on a fellow. You feel me? I appreciate that, man. And before we get into it, man, let's go ahead and start off with our prayer as usual, like we always do, man. So please bow your heads and join me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you for all the things that you protect us from, even the things that we don't see, the things that go unnoticed, the things that go unseen, Lord. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your mercies, Lord. And we also thank you for the times that you protect us from the dangers that we did see and that were imminent, and that you, even if you pulled us away from a situation that it didn't appear to us as it was something that we didn't desire. You know, sometimes we think we want something, or sometimes we pursue something that's just not for us, and it can lead to our detriment, Lord. So thank you for everything that you blocked out of our lives, and thank you for all the blessings that you bring into our lives, Lord. And speaking of blessings, we ask that you bless us and let your blessings shine so bright on us that we are able to use those same blessings to shine on others and bring them up, Lord. So please let us live by your example, live by example to be a better person, to be a stronger person, a person of perseverance, a person of character, a person of strength, and a person of humility too, you know, and also even vulnerability, because when we're most vulnerable, that's when we depend on you the most, Lord. So and when we depend on you, that's when we're at our strongest. So it's funny that we actually are at our weakest points is actually our strongest points, Lord. So I thank you for your blessings, thank you for your forgiveness, and we thank you for your mercies, Lord. And we ask that you not only protect us and lead us, but also our loved ones as well. In Jesus' name, amen. And thank you for keeping that flood. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my boy Oscar, man, coming through, man. I appreciate that, bro. My boy came in like a boss. Pollo in the kitchen. Pollo in the kitchen. Yes, sir, man. Thank you, bro. We got Tufo in the building. We got Smoochie in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yep. So, you know, so today, man, you know, we were watching, of course, we had the, what do we have? We had some preliminary fights. I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of feel bad because, you know, I love boxing, so I'm watching any boxing. But I wasn't really too excited about, I'm still not really excited about the undercard. You know, of course, I'm excited about Serhiy Boachuk and Ishmael Davis, you know, but even that is kind of, you know, my excitement kind of dwindled a bit because I wanted to be Israel Madrimov, but I'm okay with it not being Israel Madrimov because we could potentially get Israel Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz, which I do think it's a more exciting fight, more intriguing fight. But I feel like Israel Madrimov, Serhiy Boachuk would have been a great fight too. And the reason why I think Ishmael Davis is a good replacement too. I think people are sleeping on that. But the fact that Ishmael Davis is once again, excuse me, handicapping himself by coming off of by committing to the fight in short notice. Then it's like, dang, I wish I could set that aside or disregard it, but I can't. It's in my mind, you know? So even with that fight, it's like, I could see that looking bad. I can see Ishmael Davis coming off and looking impressive and showing us a great fight. But I can also see Serhiy Boachuk just running through him, you know? I don't know, man. But like I said, the rest of the card is not really intriguing. We have Dennis McCann, right? He's supposed to be on the card, but he popped dirty. You know, he tested positive for multiple banned substances. So his fight with Peter McGrail, which was I ain't gonna say big fight, but it was one of the more intriguing fights on there. That's not happening. Peter McGrail did get a replacement as well, so at least he's still fighting. That's good news. And then of course you got Moses Atama versus Dempsey McKean, and you got the Rumford Bull, Johnny Fisher versus is it Dave Allen? I can't remember exactly, but yeah. So the fights are there. They're pretty good, you know. But it's just, you know, I'm not really too excited, but I am excited for the main event, which is Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Excuse me, Oleksandr Usyk's the champion, so we gonna say his name first. Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury Part 2 with the rematch, man. And just watching the weigh-ins, not the weigh-ins, but the workouts today, and some of the preliminary fights. I was just thinking about like Tyson Fury and Usyk, the first fight, you know, or Tyson Fury's performance in the first fight, man. He fought a damn good fight, man. I think we're forgetting that, you know, because he lost. But you got to think about how he lost. But the man was looking very dominant. I'm not even mincing words. He was looking dominant in sections of that fight. He had more dominant moments and dominant rounds than Usyk did. It's just Usyk had the most dominant round. But who had more dominant rounds? Fury. Fury was making it look easy between 4 and 7. But, you know, he just got carried away. And I do think that if Tyson Fury, man, like I said, it's hard to bet against Usyk. It's hard to bet against Usyk, Bud, or anyway. Pound for pound, greats, 1, 2, or 3, they're interchangeable. All three of them are undisputed in two-weight division. I think they're the first. I think those three are the first ever undisputed in two-weight divisions in the 4-belt era. So like they're already phenomenal fighters, all-time greats. You know what I'm saying? Walk living legends. So it's hard to bet against any of them in any fight that they are involved in. But man, Tyson Fury is a beast, man. Tyson Fury is a good fighter. He's a bigger fighter. He's skilled. You know, he has elusiveness. He has a good jab. I think his strength and his punch power is underrated. But Usyk just has that X factor, man. It just feels like no matter what position he's in, he's going to come out on top. I mean, look at the Daniel Dubois. If you want to say it's controversial, he still found a way to win. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was controversial, it's like, dang, it just swayed in his favor, man. You know, fortune just swayed in his favor. Fate just swayed in his favor, and he came out on top of there, you know. And then with Tyson Fury, he was losing, looking bad. Fate just swayed in his favor. You want to say, oh, well, cruiserweight is not as impressive because he got disputed in a fight with nobody. but he got undisputed. So I don't even think that you could use that argument that nobody was there, because even if nobody was there, he still conquered and made it indisputable. You know what I'm saying? It was undisputed. You know, you couldn't dispute the fact that he was the man. You know, so it's not their fault whatever time they come in. So I just think with Usyk, man, he just has that X factor. You can't go against him. But boy, if anybody can do it, it's Tyson Fury. Shout out to my boy Tech Dumb Dad, man, dropping that graffiti on the chat walls with that bread, that cheese, that butter. Yes, sir. He says, salute, Doc and chat fam. Fury by stoppage at 11. I am very feel about this. Facts. Bro, that's how, bro, that's exactly what I'm saying, Tech, is like, I can't even tell you why I'm going with Fury. And I feel like he's fooling me again, because I went with Fury the first time, but it's not because I was like, oh yeah, I'm not one of the, you know how we do. We provide a fair assessment, and we look at the fights, break it down stylistically, and there's no way that you could break it down and not think that Usyk doesn't have a good chance to win. And I feel like there's no way that you could look at it and don't think that Tyson Fury has a chance to win. Now, I think the intelligent, smart answer, the smart pick, the money bet should be on, the smart money should go for Usyk. Like, how can you go against it? But for some reason, I'm very, very feel on Fury, bro. No diddy. I'm just like you, Tech. I don't know why I feel like. I just feel it. I just feel that way. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just feel that I'm feeling Fury.
No diddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell you what it is, because the more I think about it, the more I think, like when I think about it logically, I feel like it's Usyk all day. But when I think about it and just what I'm feeling, it's so crazy that I'm very feels not on the guy that's very feels. I'm very feels on the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury. Pause. That sounds crazy. I'm not, not feel on one guy, but I'm feeling on the other guy.
What?
Hey, yo. That's too many feels. I know Doc rocking the clean lugs with that beater. Obsolete. What's good? Smoochie crazy. Battle Truth Hairline says Usyk would have KO'd Fury if the ref didn't save him. Yeah. And Dubois would have KO'd Usyk if the ref didn't save him. I mean, there's always a if, you know what I'm saying? So you could there's the exact same scenario with somebody else at Usyk. So you could say, yeah, Usyk would have KO'd Fury if the ref didn't save him. Well, we could also say, yeah, Dubois would have KO'd Usyk if the ref didn't save him. So we can only speak on reality, not hypothetical. So I mean, there's always, the fact of the matter is that, ref or not, fate or not, destiny or not, Usyk won against Fury, and he won against Dubois, and it was a good fight, you know, between Fury and Usyk, you know, and Fury looked very good. There was no referee or anything else, or any external factor or any outside source besides what Fury had in him and what Usyk had in him that had Fury looking dominant when he looked dominant in the times that he looked dominant, you know. And Usyk did get the knockdown, you know. It wasn't like he didn't get he got a standing 8 count. You could argue that he would have stopped him. I don't know, man. I just know he didn't. I know. I mean, and same with Tyson Fury with Deontay Wilder. Some people said that Tyson Fury got a long count, that Deontay Wilder could have stopped him if it wasn't for the ref. So we could do that all day. You know what I'm saying? For the benefit of one fighter and for the detriment of the same fighter. You know, in different situations. So we can only speak on what it is. He said, I think the last opponent Fury got up for was 100% was Wilder. Yeah. Wilder 2 and 3. He did not respect any opponent, including Usyk, for the first time. It would be a great fight, but I got Fury, bro. I think that and that's the thing too, you know. People were talking crazy when they asked Fury about Usyk, right? And he said that he thought Wilder was a harder fight. You know, I don't know if that's how he feels now, but I saw an interview where he said he thought Wilder was his hardest opponent. And people were like, oh, you beat him. Well, yeah, but he got dropped multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many knockdowns were between Fury and Wilder trilogy? There was like 8 knockdowns, something crazy and ridiculous like that. It's like you could lose a fight and still have a easier time depending on how your perspective is. You know, like but like Tech said, he could have, obviously we saw him playing around too much, and that's what Fury is known for. Like him or love him, he tends to play around and get caught bull jiving. He literally got caught bull jiving with Usyk, right? Usyk caught him, and then that was the 9th round, right? But there was a time when he was making it look very, very easy. He was hitting him with every punch he wanted. He was dancing, gyrating with his hips on the ropes. He never did that with Wilder, you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, he probably never looked at Usyk as somebody that could hurt him like he did in the 9th round. And shame on him. He needs to, you know what I'm saying? But that's just part of his whatever reason, you know. But Wilder, he knew that he would have to look out for that, you know. So maybe like Tex said, the mentality is different, but we cannot overlook what Usyk brings to the table. Usyk, he just seems like if I had to take somebody's mentality, I would definitely take Usyk's, because Usyk to me has like a Floyd Mayweather mentality. He doesn't care if he's fighting Manny Pacquiao, the great legend Manny Pacquiao, or he's fighting Conor McGregor, or he's fighting Robert Guerrero, or he's fighting Canelo Alvarez. He's taking everybody seriously, or Emmanuel Augustus, or Zab Judah. He's taking them seriously. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Usyk has too. I think Terrence Crawford has that too. Tyson Fury seems like, you know, he you know, they always say what he fights down to his opposition, to levels of his opposition. You know, he fights down to the level of his opposition, and he does seem like he takes people lightly. I'm not giving him an excuse and saying that's why he won, why he lost the first fight. No, he lost the first fight because Usyk's better. But Usyk wasn't better throughout the entirety of that fight, nor was Fury better throughout the entirety of the fight. You know, there's ebbs and flows in that fight. You know, it's just that that Usyk ebb and flow felt like a tidal wave, you know, because he almost got him up out of there. So, but like I say, the smart buddy, if somebody asked me who should they put money on, if they asked me for my advice, I would say Usyk. But for some reason, I'm going with Fury, man. I'm going with Fury again. He said Wilder had power, but his head speed was what got him. Yeah. He also said it wasn't Wilder's actual power, it was Wilder's head speed. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. So, yeah, it surprised him. Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I think Fury can do it. Will he do it? I don't know. You know, we don't know. That's why we're going to watch the fight on Saturday, good Lord willing. And I think it's going to be a great one, man. I just think that, man, I don't even know. Like, I'm not, when I say I got Fury, I don't know why. And I don't feel like, I can't even tell you. I don't even know how it's going to go. Can Fury stop him? I think Fury can stop him. Can I see Usyk potentially stopping Fury? Yeah. Yeah, but for some reason, I just feel like if Fury, I don't even know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't, like I said, I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm just very, very feels for Fury, man. Shout out to my boy Dub in the building. What's good, brethren? Going to be another class. The first fight was really good. First fight was really, really, really good, man. It was really good, you know. But you know, sometimes the second fights, they meet our expectations. Sometimes exceed them. Sometimes the second fights, they fall very short. Like, look at Robeisy Ramirez or Rafael Espinosa, El Divino Espinosa versus Robeisy Ramirez, right? El Tren. That definitely didn't meet our expectations from the first fight. But, you know, things happen. I'm going into this fight thinking that it's going to meet my expectations again and exceed it again. I should say exceed. I think it's going to exceed it. I just feel like it's going to be a different outcome. And I will say this too. Maybe part of me is that I'm rooting for Fury. The reason why I'm rooting for Fury because I want to see the trilogy. Maybe that's a selfish, not maybe, that's a selfish boxing fan in me. I want to see this fight a third time, and I haven't even seen it the second time yet. So if Usyk wins, there'll be no point in having a third fight. But if Fury wins, then obviously that's justified. They got to have the rubber match. So I want a third fight. So maybe that's what's getting the best of me. Maybe it is my feels and my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be a third fight, and the clearest path, or the clearest path to a third fight, and the clearest justification for a third fight would be us to have another winner, a different winner. You know what I'm saying? So than the first fight. So I think that I'll be honest too. I'm gonna say this. If it's a draw, if I'm Usyk, I'm not fighting him again. For what? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of those that thinks that you have to have a rematch, you have to have a trilogy. Like, this is a rematch because the first fight was so good, you know. But if it's a draw and I'm a Usyk, I'm good. you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm good on that, bro. Like, we had a draw and I beat you the first time. Oh no, I'm not going again. I'm not going unless of course it's Big Turk though. You know, he paying buku's loot. He paying buku loot. So, you know, of course, if he's offering a lucrative amount of money, then of course you're gonna take it. But I'm just saying, you know, just off of not for legacy. You know, not for legacy. Shoot, if they get a draw, I want to fight him again. But I hope so. You know, if it's a draw, hopefully we still get a trilogy. But yeah, I'm going with Fury, man. We got Defiant Irony in the building. What's good, brethren? Keep up the good work. God bless. Hey, man, God bless you too, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Big salute, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm still on the fence. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm still on the fence too. Like I said, okay, I'm on the fence, not with my heart. I'm on the fence with my mind. I'm on the fence. Like, I still don't know who's gonna win. Like I said, if somebody asked me who to put their money on, I would say put on Usyk. That's the smart money. but my heart is going with Fury because, like I said, at the very end of the day, I want to see a trilogy, you know, and I think this matchup is that good. All I know is if Fury ain't fooling around and stays disciplined, is Usyk all day. Yeah, all I know is if Fury ain't fooling around. Yeah. So if he is fooling around and if he ain't fooling around and stays disciplined, it's Usyk all day. Yeah, I think that if Fury could stay locked in. But that's the thing, though. Even if he stays locked in, right, it's Usyk, right? I would not be surprised if Usyk still beats him. You know, so there's notion that if Fury does the same thing, he'll win. I'm not sure because, you know, the great fighters, the great boxers, they always adapt. What the heck is this on my finger? It's paint from this. Okay, I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, they always adapt, right? And I think Usyk's gonna adapt just as much as Fury's gonna adapt. But I will say the good thing, though, is that I haven't seen John Fury as of late. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him anywhere. And I'm not saying that John Fury is a detriment to the team. But for me, it feels like with John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, who's those of you unfamiliar, John Fury, when he's not around, I feel like things are a little more focused and a little less chaotic. Because, yeah, you could say that, oh, yeah, I strive in the chaos, you know, the Gypsy King, I strive in, you know, commotion and all that. It's still distracting, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whether it's a good distraction or a bad distraction, it's still a distraction. So I think that it would behoove him to be more locked in and more focused. Now, is John Fury going to be in the corner? I have no problem with him being in the corner. I feel like people exaggerated how much of an impact that had on Fury winning or losing the fight. I don't think it had much. But I will say, I think it is influential, just even if it's just your state of mind, for John Fury to not be doing his traditional historical antics that he does before a fight that's involved with his son. Hey Doc, that's a good reason that I would love a trilogy, and I feel the same way about Beterbiev and Bivol. They're that good. Yeah, they're that good. Facts, man. I just want a trilogy, bro. The thing is, Usyk adapts throughout the fight. Yep. Your best bet is to fool around and keep him guessing. Yep. So you're saying, so you're saying if he's not fooling around and stays disciplined, it's I see what you're saying. Okay, I understand. I'm glad you elaborated. Thank you. Now, okay, because I was kind of confused. I was like, I wasn't sure. Okay, I see. So you're saying that Tyson Fury's best bet is to be like unorthodox with his approach, and you know what I'm saying? That's true. Keep him guessing, right? That's what Tyson Fury is good at. You know what I'm saying? From the way he talks and the way he acts and the way he carries all that, he's good at that. You know, he's good at the mind games. But Usyk is good at mind games too, by not being too involved in mind games at the same time. Then he might pop up on you with a hitman costume, you know what I'm saying, cosplay and costume. So yeah, that's a good point. Maybe he needs to be have a little fun in there and stuff like that. I think he should, but it should be what's the word, you know how they say, like it shouldn't be reckless aggression. It should be refined and controlled aggression. That's how his playfulness should be. He should be unorthodox and kind of unpredictable, but he can't do it because he can't be that way because he's playing around, like dancing and messing around and getting caught. You know, I don't think he should be that playful, but I give it your point. I think that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, that's how he was winning. Ty asked if you see Tevin Farmer on Cigar Talk. I didn't watch the whole thing. Nah, I tuned in for a little bit and I got distracted. So I would say no. I saw like 2 seconds of it. But I saw he was on there. No, I didn't. Thank you, Smoochie. But yeah, I think that with this fight, man, like I said, we're in for a treat. On the 21st of December, 3 days, we're in for a treat. And like, I'm pulling for Tyson Fury, man. I don't know exactly how he's gonna do it because that's tough, you know. Like, it's like Terrence Crawford opponents. I don't know how they're gonna do it. God bless you. You go in there fight Usyk, Bud, or Inoue, God bless you, because you know you got to do something that no one has done before, you know, and that's beat him, you know. And I will say this too. I think that out of the three, I think that is at the top. I would say that Inoue has a little bit more vulnerabilities in his game. You know, sometimes he punches wide and stuff like that. From a fundamental standpoint, I think he has a little bit more things that you could take advantage of and exploit. But with Tyson Fury, it's like it's his mentality and his playfulness. You know, that's the reason why I like him, is because it's also one of the reasons why he gets in trouble too, because he is braggadocious, and he does talk a lot of trash and get playful, you know, and so his mentality is what you could exploit on him, right? You know, you could probably bet on you may not be better than Tyson Fury, but you could try to be more disciplined and more focused than Tyson Fury. And then with the Terrence Bud Crawford, I think that he's probably the most complete there, but his struggle right now is being undersized, you know, because at 154 he's not a big guy by any means. So they all have things that you could exploit and take advantage of. But we'll see, man. Like I said, Fury, I'm just going with him, man. I think they both look focused. I'm not going with Fury because Usyk doesn't look good. I'm not going with Fury because I think Usyk is incapable. I'm not going with Fury because I think that Usyk has any weakness necessarily. I'm just going with Fury because I just think he could pull it off this time. I think he can pull it off. I'm not gonna give no give you no bull jive ass story about Tyson Fury having this over him. You know, of course, you know, as a physical attributes like being taller, heavier, you can assume stronger. But nah, I mean, Oleksandr Usyk is a consummate professional, man, disciplined. He has, you know, definitely has some heart, and he just has that X factor, man. It's like you just can't keep him down. So Tyson Fury definitely has even though he's a taller guy, he has a tall challenge in front of him. You know what I'm saying, with Usyk. He's a Usyk boxing IQ is second to none. Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, his boxing IQ is second to none, bro. Yes, sir. He's very cerebral in there, you know. And to be fair, Tyson Fury is too. Tyson Fury is very cerebral in there as well. I mean, you couldn't get through and get to the top of the sport like that if you weren't cerebral, you know, especially with his type of physique, right? His physique, he looks so, no disrespect, but he comes in there looking soggy. He's not the strongest guy, most athletic guy, but he does have good boxing IQ. Same with Bud. You can't do what Bud does without having some of the highest IQ in the sport, you know. But I think that I would say that I'd rather have. I think Usyk has a stronger mentality, both in and outside of the ring. Because, you know, even with Fury, you know, and I'm not saying this to knock him, I'm just saying what it is. You know, he has a history of, alcohol abuse and some other drug abuse and stuff like that. I'm not saying that Usyk doesn't, but I never heard it, you know. So I would think that he doesn't have an issue with discipline, you know. And I think that's him being an undersized heavyweight and accomplishing so much is can mostly be contributed to his discipline, you know. So like I said, it's very hard to go against Usyk, man. But I'm going towards Fury. Maybe it's just me and my emotions getting the better of me because I want to see a trilogy in the future, you know. Daniel Penny said, you going with Fury because you're stubborn. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Penny in the building. That's a fact. I'm just because I'm stubborn, probably. Yep, that's part of it too. Mansa Musa in the building. My boy was good. But yeah, I'm more so, I will say I'm more so hoping for Fury to win, I guess. But yeah, man, I just thought that was very I'm just looking forward to the fight, you know. I can't believe it's 3 days away. But I will say, like, the undercards, I'm not really looking for any fight in particular. Of course, Sergey Boachu is going to be interesting for me and Ishmael Davis, but that's it. He said that's how it should be. Essentially, we have to remember it's number one against number two. Right, exactly. You're right. That's a great point. It's number one and number two. So it's not like it's like number one and number 15 or number two and number 30 or, you know what I'm saying? Or it's literally number one and number two. So if there is a difference between them, it's going to be very small and minuscule, right? The differential between their abilities is going to be small. You know, this guy might have the advantage in one department, then the other guy will have the advantage in the other department, you know, so it should be very balanced and equal going in. That's why we love boxing. So this is a great fight. This is like, I don't know, the Lakers and the Celtics, you know. So I'm not going to lie, Fury dad not being in the corner is scary in a good way. Yeah, but I will say this, man, Samusa. So this, did you watch the weigh-in? I'm not sure, but I mean, not the weigh-in, but the media day workouts. So, I don't know if you saw when they interviewed Sugar Hill. He said there'll be 3 people in the corner. He said myself. He named somebody else, I don't remember, and he said a cut man. The cut man could be John Fury. He never said that we wasn't gonna be in there. You know, he said I'm gonna be in the corner. He named somebody else. I can't remember who it was. The name he said specifically, and then but for the cut man, he just said the cut man. He didn't give a name. He didn't add any further specificity on what they look like, what they shape like, what they talk like, where they're from. He just said me, blah blah blah, and the cut man. The cut man could very well be John Fury. So I don't know if he's not gonna be there. But at the flip side too, he could have said, "Oh yeah, the cut man is John Fury." He could have said that too, but he didn't really offer any further elaboration. He just said that. So that could be cryptic too if you want to look. Depends on how far you want to look into it. Yeah, so John Fury could definitely still be in this corner. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, I don't necessarily, I don't have a, I think he should be in the corner, to be honest. Because it's kind of like Jaime Munguia, not to pile on Jaime Munguia because he getting it badly enough, you know, losing to Bruno Soros. But it's like Jaime Munguia is like, yeah, he lost to Canelo, but he switched some things up and now he lost again. That doesn't mean that he wouldn't have lost to Bruno if he had Freddie Roach. That doesn't mean that he wouldn't have struggled against Eric Bazinian if he had Freddie Roach. But, you know, sometimes it's worse to change something up, even if that means taking something away. You know what I'm saying? So even if that means removing something, it may not, that doesn't mean that it's for the betterment of your success, right? You know, like you could remove something that may be seen as a distraction or seen as negative, and it could also be positive. Like it's like, especially with the fathers, right? It's like we always say, and Oscar can attest to this. I always say this in my stream. Like we always say, oh, Devin Haney should get rid of Bill Haney. Floyd Kid Austin Schofield should get rid of Schofield Senior. Brian Norman Jr. should get rid of Brian Norman. Teofimo should get rid of Teofimo Lopez Sr. Danny Garcia should get rid of Angel Garcia. We always say stuff like that, but we don't know how impactful they were and influential they were to the success of where their sons arrived at. You know, you never know, like, what they could be saying to their sons in the corner that may be pushing that button that only they know. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something as simple as you worked hard for this or something like that, you just never know, man. So I'm not always quick to dismiss the father-son duos, but I do think that, like in Teofimo's case, I don't think his father's doing anything positive for him. I think they both dumb. But you know, so I do think there's some cases where it would make the situation better if you do seek outside help, you know. But even in Teofimo's case, who I don't like Teofimo, but even with him, I don't think it would be smart to completely remove the pops. You know, I think he's doing well by going at Canelo and Eddie Reynoso. So, you know, maybe he was his son. I mean, he'll take a step back and let Reynoso be at the helm, but he's still around. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be good. I don't think you should just go cold turkey because you never know what you may lose, man. And it may seem like, oh yeah, John Fury is his absence is gonna make Tyson Fury more focused, but it could make him less focused. He could be thinking about, oh, this fifth round, man, I wish my dad was here. You know, you just never know. Like it might be changing the situation to where, you know, it may make him uncomfortable, and you don't want to feel, in my opinion, you don't want to experience something for the first time in a fight of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, you know, I remember my professor, you know, I used to have test anxiety, you know, I still do, but it's just something, you know, I just feel like that's weak. So I just pushed through it, you know. But I remember one professor was like, I remember like, I was, this is in, what class was this? I think it was like thermodynamics, like my junior year and my third year in undergrad. And I remember, like, you know, I did bad on this test, and she was like, dang, why have she held me back after class one time? Because, you know, I would go back to the professor, ask for help, and see, like, okay, I got this one wrong. What did I do wrong and stuff like that? I would do problems on the whiteboard and stuff like that. And, you know, and she was like, yeah, you seem so prepared. You know, we would do group sessions and study sessions, and then we would go to her go to her office and ask questions. We were confused, and I would have most of the answers. You know what I'm saying? And but I just did bad on that test. And I remember she asked me, she was like, what do you do when you study? I said, you know, I was just like, I don't know, I'll just be studying, you know, whether I'm studying with a group, I do the same thing, or if I'm studying by myself, I do the same thing. You know, I just study and just go, just repetition and go through different problems. I look at different ways I could approach a problem, or a different way it could be asked. And she was like, yeah, but what do you do? Like, she said, you have TV on? I'm like, yeah, sometimes I watch TV. I have like sports on while I'm studying. And I was like, oh, I always listen to music. And she's like, ah. And then from then on, she let me like bring in my iPod and listen to my music. And that was it. You know, it was just, that was my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? It just reduced my anxiety or something, or helped me think clear or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So I had music, and, you know, I never forget that. It's just like, you just never know. Like, I would have never thought, like, who would have thought that me listening to music would help me do better on a freaking engineering thermodynamic test or something like that, you know? But it's just sometimes we switch things up, You just never know the adverse effect it could have. You know, I'm not saying that means if I listen to music, I'm gonna pass every test, or if I don't listen to music, I'm gonna fail every test. No, but sometimes your comfort zone is overlooked. How influential that is. Salute to you too, Louis Jackson. What's good, brethren? Big salute. He said John Fury too emotional. I agree with that. Now I agree with you, man. I ain't saying you're wrong. Please believe it. I'm just saying you just never know. But yeah, he said I think Fury would do better if he's not talking in the corner. But we have to see. Yeah. I mean, you could be right. You know, you could be right. But we could think of. I know you watch boxing a lot, so I know you can think of a lot of situations where, you know, somebody switched trainers or switched something that was typical of their normal, you know, pattern, and now they went atypical. We thought it was for better and it ended up being worse. And granted too, you can think of some switches and some changes that were ended up being better too, of course. So yeah, like you said, we just gotta wait and see. But yeah, on the surface, I agree with you. Like I said, I think that I do agree with John Fury not being there. You would think that things are more smooth, more less chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, less emotional. So yeah, don't forget to smack that like button, y'all. I appreciate it. Smack that like button for your boy. But yeah, I agree. You know, I think that's common sense to say what you say. So yeah, I agree. I think, well, we never know, man. We never know. But I do think that you know, I saw an interview today with Usyk, and Usyk was like, they're asking about pound for pound and stuff like that. Not just pound for pound. They're asking about a lot of things about staying with boxing. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay with boxing. I'm not gonna leave boxing even after this fight, whether I win or lose. He said that's how he feels right now, at least. And then they're asking about, like, yeah, he's like, what else do you have to prove? He was like, you know, I just love boxing. You know, I just want to stay with boxing as part of my life, and I feel at home when I'm boxing. You know. And then they're asking him, okay, what about pound for pound? You know, he was like, do you feel like you're pound for pound number one? He was like, no, I feel like Crawford's pound for pound number one. He said, man, that guy's a beast. What he does, and I love that with Usyk, man, because he is definitely humble. But then I saw in the comments of that video, and somebody was like, yeah, man, he's so humble and such a good person, because after all the things that he accomplished, you know, 2 times undisputed, he still says Crawford's number one. And I think that's a great comment, you know, but it just made me think. I was like, you know, sometimes I think people say things and they don't judge people or look at people with the same eyes. Like, they'll look at one person in one light and look at another person in another light. Like, to me, there's nothing that's, like, Terrence Crawford's also very humble, you know. And in fact, Terrence Crawford has also said that Usyk was pound for pound number one. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's a common trait of not just great boxers, but great people, you know. And most great boxers are great people, you know, because you have to have, like, I think basically what I'm saying, I think there's a lot of fighters out there that demonstrate humility, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, you know. It's just that for whatever reason we don't look at them in the same light. But yeah, Usyk has said that Terrence Crawford, he thinks he's number one, and that's a dope gesture, you know. And Terrence Crawford has also said it too. And I think that a lot of, even if you think of Michael Jordan, there's very few times when he said that he's the best, right? We say that, you know, and I think that's important, you know. I think that's important for a mindset, you know, like, because if you think that you're the best, then I do think that sometimes you could probably get complacent, you know. If you think about yourself too highly, then, like, maybe you could get complacent. I don't know. I'm just, you know, that type of mentality. But even if you, like, you acknowledge other people's greatness, and it kind of pushes you to keep being great, you know, and keep striving to better yourself as well. So I think that's dope for Usyk, and I think that's one of the reasons why he is the best, because, you know, he doesn't see himself as complete yet. Same with Beterbiev. He demonstrates the same thing. Same with Terrence Crawford. Like I said, he demonstrates the same thing. And there's quite a few fighters that feel that way too. But there's nothing. If you're putting in the work and you demonstrating that you're the best, there's nothing wrong with saying that you're the best either. So. But yeah, there's quite a few fighters that give a lot of fighters their credit, man, and give not just fighters but other people that give other people their credit. But it's just when you're on the internet, you know, it's a lot of negative folks out there, a lot of people that haven't accomplished much in their life, or they're trying to accomplish something that they feel you have, and so that they're quick to disrespect you or discredit you or stuff like that, because that's just their emptiness. That's their own emptiness. That's how they feel. So but yeah, that's just a weak mentality overall. When people feel like that, you know, they feel like somehow it's like a crab in the bucket mentality. Like they feel like pulling somebody else down is springboarding them up. But it's just, you know, you just got to ignore those type of people. But I think that's important. My bad, chat. I'm looking at this text. Okay, but yeah, I think a lot of people, especially great folks, have that quality. You know, a quality of humility. But yes, and then also I want to talk about too. And switch it up to talk about the pound for pounds, man. Naoya Inoue, his manager slash promoter, the president of Ohashi Boxing Gym, where Inoue fights out of, he has made an announcement today in regards to Inoue and Nakatani. Man, that fight potentially not happening in the time frame in which we thought. Right, a lot of people thought because Bob Arum and some others have said that, and Inoue has said it too, that some representatives on his team have said that he could potentially be fighting Juto Nakatani in the summer of 2025. Well, apparently, according to Ohashi, at least right now at this moment, that's not true. Nakatani and Inoue might clash, but it won't be until spring of 2026. And like I said, I love that. I'm not mad at that at all. I think that's great because I always would prefer for fighters to prioritize unifying and maybe even becoming undisputed in their division, especially when they're not the sole champion in their division, So I like it, man. I know a lot of people won't like it. I saw some people say that Inoue's ducking. I think Inoue, he ducked MJ Ahmadaliev, but I can't say he's ducking somebody who's not his division and has nothing to do with him, his belt acquisition or defending his belts. I just think that there's a time and place for everything, and I think it's dope that Judo Nakatani is going to be given the opportunity to try to conquer his division. And if you want to say he's ducking, if you want to say Inoue's ducking Ahmadaliev or something like that, because that fight was ordered, I understand that. But I think that's a little reach to say the man's ducking Nakatani. Like, come on now. I prefer for it to be pushed back, because I would, like I said, Nakatani has 3 other champions that are undefeated at 118 in his division of bantamweight. He has Yoshiki Takei. He has Ryosuke Nishida, who just won this weekend by third round stoppage, I believe. Was it third round? 7th round. I think it was 7th round stoppage. And then he has Yoshiki Takei, Ryosuke Nishida, and Seiya Susumi, who beat Naoya Inoue's younger brother, Takuma Inoue. So there's 4 other champions in his division that are undefeated. So yeah, I would love for him to try to unify and potentially get undisputed, but at least unify before he fights Inoue. That's just my opinion. So I love it, And he said this nigga scared. She said he's scared. That's crazy. Yo, William in the building. What's good, brethren? Karma in the building. If you like the content, yes sir, smack the like button like plant smack Big Charlo, you feel me? But yeah, I love the fact that it's not being rushed, because I do think right now, even though I think Juto Nakatani beats Inoue, I don't really have anybody at 122 and below being Juto Nakatani, but I do think that's still a little bit too early. Like, even with Bam Rodriguez, I like Bam Rodriguez too, but I think that, he could unify, And the other good news, I consider it good news, is that they're saying that Inoue is going to do 3 defenses. Now, just because you're doing 3 defenses don't mean that one of them includes MJ Ahmadaliev, but I think that the breadcrumbs would lead you to believe that if he's going to have 3 defenses next year and fight 3 times, and those 3 defenses would be against, obviously, the first one, January 24th, good Lord willing, against Sam Goodman, who's the #1 ranked fighter in the WBO and IBF. Then the second one would be either David Picasso, who's the #1 in the WBC, or MJ Ahmadaliev, who's the #1 in the WBA and has been ordered multiple times. So I would hope it'd be those 3, but he could still not fight MJ Ahmadaliev and be stripped, because that's the only one that he has to fight. The other one, even Sam Goodman's a voluntary defense. So, and like, I want to be clear, just because he's going to have 3 defenses don't mean that they're 3 mandatory defenses or whatever. So they didn't add any further specificity as far as that, but I think it's safe to assume that at least maybe they're considering fighting MJ Ahmadaliev, and I think that's good. Like I said, I think Inoue beats him. I think Inoue beats everybody at 122, but that doesn't mean that these fighters who are in mandatory positions shouldn't get the opportunity that comes with it, the opportunity that they deserve, and that's to fight for a belt, but I'm just not sold on it yet. Like I said, and things can move, it's boxing, right? Things could be one way today and another way tomorrow or the next minute. And he said that Inoue's not going to fight 4 times next year. He's going to fight 3 times as of right now, but that could change, And also, too, speaking of that, Yoshiki Takei, who's a champion at 118, he was supposed to be fighting on the January 24th card on Naoya Inoue and Sam Goodman, but he injured his right shoulder, so he's out. He tore his labrum in his right shoulder, so he's out too. So that's that's news that's not too good, but the bigger news was the Nakatani and Inoue apparently being pushed back, according to Inoue's manager slash promoter. You know, with Bob Arum too. But this time we're talking about Ohashi, Hideyuki Ohashi. But yeah, so I'm looking. I think there's a lot of boxing to look forward to still, you know, and I'm happy to hear that, you know. I want to see when Juto Nakatani comes back. I saw a tentative date for Juto Nakatani to return. You know, we just saw him in October, so we'll be seeing him soon. I can't remember what the date was off the top of my head, but you know, I'll be you know, browsing and stuff like that and reading, see what I can see, you know, and then this David Benavidez, David Morrell stuff, man. This is a fight where at 168, I was always like, David Benavidez. I don't want to say easily. I think David Morrell's a threat for sure, but I had David Benavidez at 168. 175, I kind of lean towards David Morrell because I feel like physically his body is more readily, would be more readily acclimated to 175, you know what I'm saying, would acclimate easier to 175 than Davis would. But I don't know, man. I'm looking at these face-offs and these weigh-ins and these workouts and these run-ins and these press conferences. I'm feeling like Dave Benavidez got it, man. But when David Morrell threw that belt, that joke was funny. But I will say this too, was also funny when he said he moves robotically. He may move robotically to him, but once some punches land, man, them punches hurt, man. And you know David Benavidez, El Monstro, he's a type that he wears you down from accumulation of punches. And I just, man, I don't know, man. Like David Benavidez, he definitely has the experience in his favor. He definitely had the highest caliber of opposition, like in Boo Boo Andre, then especially Caleb Plant, right? I think Caleb Plant's his best opponent, in my personal opinion. But Boo Boo Andre and Caleb Plant, they're better than anybody that Dave Morrell has faced in the professional ranks. Now, you know, Dave Morrell has a better amateur background. But still, it's like, I'm just not sure, man. And, you know, the more I think about it, the closer we get, the more I'm leaning towards David Benavidez more definitively. But Dave Morrell does have power. And he does have that Cuban amateur background pedigree. So, you know, I do respect him for chasing Benavidez. He said he wanted Benavidez. He's been calling him out for a while. And I do respect Benavidez also for acknowledging the challenge and accepting it, you know, and going through with this fight. So I think, man, top of next year already in boxing for 2025. Good Lord willing, we live to see the new year. Man, it's looking great, man. Like, not only, of course, we have the phenomenal card February 22nd with Big Turk, but we also have the PBC card, you know what I'm saying, with Dave Benavidez, Dave Morrell. And I think even the Tank card with Tank and Lamont Roach, as disappointed as people may be, or, you know, as little intrigue as it's carrying so far, what's that, March 1st, I believe is the date. I think that card is going to be good too, you know what I'm saying. They already have, which is not finalized, but they already been talking about Jamal Charlo making a return. That'll be big, even if he's not fighting a big opponent, you know. Him fighting Thomas Cornflake Lamano that will suffice for me, you know, as a decent enough opponent for him to come off of his sabbatical and his hiatus, if you will, you know. So I don't know. I think this year for boxing, at the top of the year is good, man. You know, Morrell throwing the belt, bro. That joke, Daniel, that was 2 for when he threw that belt. I'm not gonna lie, like it looked that was comedy, man. That was comedy because it looked funny, but at the same time, I respect it because he was trying to get to him, man. The man pushed me. But I will say this though too. Yo, YD in the building. What's good, YD? He said Benavidez is going to break him down. Yeah, he might. Yep. He said in the smaller ways, do y'all see Inoue only losing by points or KO? Now, I can see Nakatani potentially knocking him out. I can see Nakatani knocking out anybody that he's in the ring with. But yeah, I said Juto Nakatani is the only one that I can see beating him. I think MJ Akhmadaliev is his biggest test. I could see him potentially beating Naoya Inoue by points, but no, I think Naoya Inoue wins. But like I said, I think Akhmadaliev can win. You know, that's one that I'm looking forward to. When that fight is made, I'm gonna do some breakdowns. We got my boy JRN in the building. What's good, brethren? But yeah, I think that Morrell, when he threw the belt, like I said, this is my critique on David Morrell though. I feel like it kind of made me question a little bit. I'm not trying to be funny either. But I'm also trying not trying to be extra, hypercritical or extra critical or analyze it with a microscope, But I will say this though, there were so many signs before he got pushed that David Benavidez was gonna put hands on him and get physical. There were so many signs, bro. Number one, the first sign was when David Benavidez put his hand out and he didn't, and David Morrell didn't acknowledge it. But that's cool, you don't think so. But then he gets closer and talks trash, That's a little, my spider sense a little tingling a little bit now. But then he takes his glasses off and gives it to somebody. Why am I taking my glasses off? If we not about to get busy, why am I taking my glasses off? David Morrell, his spider sense should have been tingling a little bit more right there. But then what really did it was when David Benavidez took off his belt and gave somebody his belt. So not only did he get closer when you didn't shake his hand and talk trash in your face, he took off 2 accessories. He took off his glasses, gave it to somebody, and took off his belt, his intern belt, and gave it to somebody. Somebody else, by the way. And you still ain't know physicality was on the horizon. You ain't peep nothing. Like you ain't, your hair on the back of your neck ain't start raising. Like at that point, if I'm arguing with somebody and talking trash, whatever, no matter how friendly it may be, if you take off your glasses and give it to somebody, and you take off your belt and give it to somebody, and you take off your rings and give it to somebody, your jewelry, at that point I might just steal on you. I ain't gonna lie, like, because I already know that's what you got on your mind. So I feel like that was very not gangster by David Morrell to not pick up those signs. I feel like those signs were so obvious. But like I said, it looked funny when he threw the belt at him. But I will say I do give him credit for that, because at least he didn't just let him push him and then he ain't try to retaliate. He could, as soon as he got pushed, there was a wave of people that swarmed the area, got immediately immediately between them, and it went from 2 people in the vicinity to 30 people. So he literally couldn't get to him, so I respect him, man. That's what he had. The nearest thing he had. So he threw it, what I'm saying? Turn that belt into a projectile. So I respect it. He just looked funny, man. Like he was throwing a purse. Why I oughta. He looked like he was charging it up too. Why I oughta. And threw it and he missed too. But shout out to David Benavidez. He ducked it, man, Kept his wits about him, But that joke was funny, man. That joke was too funny, man. What's going on, man? Nothing much. I'm just chilling, talking this boxing stuff, man. Yeah, I thought that fight is definitely picking up intrigue. I'm gonna be honest too. For me, I don't really think that they have any real animosity towards each other. I think they're just selling the fight, and they're doing a good job. I think they're doing a good job. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah. I want to see the David on David violence, man. I'm trying to think what other fight. That's really it, right? We don't have is that the first? Is there a fight in January? I don't think there's anything really in January, unless I'm tripping. I don't think there's anything coming up in January. Oh yeah, Apatai, duh. Yeah, Apatai is January 8th. Yep. He's fighting David Nika, who is a late replacement for Hussein Sankara, who was an IBF mandatory, but he sustained injury. He hurt his ankle, right? So he had to step off. He had to drop out, and then they found a replacement for him in David Nika, who's an undefeated fighter, 10-0, former Olympian. He had the gold medal. He was a gold medalist in the Commonwealth Games twice, if I'm not mistaken. And then he had the bronze medal in the Olympics. Yeah, the bronze medal in the Olympics. So he's a decorated fighter amateurly. Professional ranks, like I said, he only has 10 fights. He's not experienced, and he's definitely in over his head from a professional standpoint. But he definitely has a good amateur background, and he's 6'6". But I will say this in Ja Pataya's favor. Like I said, he has experience in his favor heavily, and the fact that he fought a guy named Jordan Thompson, who was also 6'6". You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that David Nika and Jordan Thompson are the same fighters, but at least this won't be his first time fighting somebody that's approximately 4 inches taller than him, right? So I think that fight's going to be good, man. And then not to mention, New Zealand and Australia have that little rivalry that they have between them. So, David Nika's from New Zealand. Obviously, Jai Opetaia is from Australia. So I'm looking forward to that one. He said, anyways, January 24th. Yeah, YD. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yep. Anyways, January 24th. We mentioned that with Sam Goodman already. I appreciate it. Yep. And then that's about it, man, that I could think of. Jai Opetaia. I'm looking forward to Carolyn Dubois. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. Carolyn Dubois versus Jessica Camara. Camara. I'm not sure. Camara. But yeah, that's about it, man. So January's not too hot. It's not too hot. Late January, of course, with Inoue. And then the early January with Jai Opetaia. And that's all right, just for him to satisfy his mandatory. And the good thing about this is that he will be satisfying his mandatory. Because remember, Boots had that issue where Boots' mandatory was Cody Crowley for the IBF belt. But they got a late replacement, David Avanesian, because Cody Crowley wasn't suitable to fight. But David Avanesian didn't satisfy the mandatory because per IBF rules, you have to be in the top 10, and David Avanesian wasn't. So then that's why Boots had to come back and turn around and fight Karen again, because he was the IBF number 1. Well, that's not the case with Jai Opetaia. Jai Opetaia could potentially go on and fight for unification at cruiserweight with either Zurdo Ramirez or Badu Jack, who was recently declared champion off of recess. He was champion in recess. So he could potentially go fight a unification after David Nika, if he beats David Nika, because David Nika is ranked number 10 in the IBF. So that satisfies, even though he's not fighting Hussein, it's not his fault that he's not fighting Hussein Sankara. So this is going to satisfy his mandatory obligation, which is good news, with the IBF. That's good news, and then, what was I going to say? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yep. So he can either do a unification, hopefully with Badu Jack, because Noel McCallan was a WBC champion at cruiserweight, but then he got, I believe he's declared champion of recess right now, and Badu Jack was a champion of recess, but because Noel McCallan hasn't been fighting, whether he's going to a legal dispute or an injury, whatever it is, now I think the excuse is that he has a legal dispute with Don King before he was injured. That's why he couldn't fight his mandatory, and Ryan Rozicki, the Canadian fighter. Well, now they called him a champion of recess, and they elevated or they repositioned Badu Jack from champion in recess to the full champion. So if Jai Opetaia could fight Badu Jack, I'm cool with that for unification. But I would prefer Zurdo. I think that's a more intriguing fight. But yeah, if Zurdo fights Badu Jack, or if Badu Jack fights Jai Opetaia, or Jai Opetaia fights Zurdo, I love all those fights, but I prefer Zurdo and Opetaia. What about Pacheco versus So Cold? That's a sneaky good fight. Yeah. When is that again, though? That's in February, I believe. Yeah, Pacheco versus Steven Nelson. I believe that's in February, YD. I'm looking forward to that fight, too. Christian and Billy just got announced that he's supposed to be fighting Sudejo. That should be a decent one, too. Doc, who you got, Fury or Usyk? I'm going with Usyk. Man, William, bro, I was just talking about it, bro. I have no good reason besides feels. I'm going with Fury, bro. Like I said, it's just I was talking about that at the top of the show. Like, I have no good reason, bro. Like, the smart money, I think you're the smart one. You're going where the smart money should go. Like, I can't even tell you why I'm going with Fury, bro. I just feel like Fury got it, man. And I could be getting fooled, though. He could be fooling me. But yeah, I'm very, very feels on Fury, man. I couldn't even tell you why. I think the smart money's on Usyk. If someone asked me who didn't watch boxing and they are a betting person, they said, I want to put money on this fight, who should I go with? I would tell them go with Usyk. But just for some reason, man, I'm going with Fury, man. I just feel like he has it this time. I feel like he's going to be a little less playful. I'm not going to say super disciplined, because that's part of his style, right? Kind of an unpredictable, unorthodox style. And he's a good boxer, too. He's very evasive and stuff like that, too. And he's slick for a big guy, But it's like, I feel like Usyk could counter it like he did before and take it. But man, I'm going with Fury, man. I got Tyson Fury, bro. I'm going with the Gypsy King, man. I'm going with the Gypsy King, man. And I'm kind of feeling like I should go out on a limb and go with a stoppage, bro. A late stoppage in favor of Tyson. I'm very, very feels, bro. I don't know. I can't even tell you why. I just feel like that. Man. I think it's going to be a great fight regardless of who wins. But I think I'm feeling like that too, I'll be honest. Because I don't really have an explanation, my explanation is that I just think I'm selfish and I want a trilogy. And I know that the easiest way to facilitate a trilogy and justify a trilogy is for the opposite person to win the fight that won the first fight. So so I think that's why I'm going for Fury. But I really do hope Fury wins. I like Fury too. I like Usyk as well. I like them both. But I think that'd be dope somewhat poetic justice if they split, went 1-1. But if Fury wins, if Fury loses, I'm not gonna be mad. If Usyk loses, I'm not gonna be mad, either way. But yeah, I'm going with Fury, man. I think Fury's gonna utilize his superior size. I think he's gonna be a little less reckless this time around. I think he's gonna be a little more honest, not too honest to where he's predictable and robotic like, but just a little bit more honest and keep Usyk honest too. I think he's gonna be a little more active as far as throwing punches. I don't think he's gonna be reckless, but I think he's gonna be quite a few more jabs. I think Fury got it, man. When was the last time Fury stopped someone? Even Wilder was stopped out of the accumulation of punches. You're crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all. Fury, when's the last time? Who was? To be fair, Usyk. Who has Usyk stopped? Yeah. When's the last time person Usyk stopped? Was it Daniel Dubois? That's the last person I could think of. I could be wrong though. Am I tripping? Who's the last person Usyk stopped? Maybe that was a different Dubois, right? Let me see. Yeah, Usyk. Yeah. Dubois was the last one, and then before that, who did he stop? He didn't stop Derek Chisora. He didn't stop Anthony Joshua. They fought twice. So in his last 5 fights, Tyson Fury, well, not 5, but he didn't fight Tyson Fury again yet. But Tyson Fury, Dubois, his last 4 fights is Tyson Fury, Dubois, Anthony Joshua, and Derek Chisora's last 5 fights. He stopped one person, Dubois. Let's look at Tyson Fury. I think you can probably stop him, man. Why not? Late? Why not? Shoot, matter of fact, I forgot they both fought Chisora. They both fought Chisora, and Tyson Fury stopped Chisora. Hey, you talking about who the last? But let's see who else he stopped. So Tyson Fury, his last 5 fights, he fought Usyk, he lost. Francis Ngannou lost. Won. Excuse me. He should have lost. And then Derek Chisora, he stopped. Dylan White, he stopped. Deontay Wilder, he stopped. So in his last 5 fights, he stopped 3 out of 5 people. And in Usyk's last 5 fights, he stopped 1. So Tyson Fury get the stoppage makes more sense for historically his last 5 fights than Usyk stopping Fury. But I do think that's crazy though. I agree with you. Like I said, I can't justify it. I do think it's crazy to go with Usyk. I think it's crazy to go with Fury. I agree with you. But I'm very, very feels, man. I'm very, very feels on Fury. Fury the cokehead is crazy. I got Usyk again. Hey, that's a smart one. This ain't undisputed glory. Yeah, it's not. If Fury was to stop Usyk, does he deserve pound for pound glory? And what spot? If Fury stopped Usyk, does he deserve pound for pound? When you say glory, you mean like number? He definitely deserves pound for pound. Like I told you, Fury should be on pound for pound. Fury's in my top 10 pound for pound right now. So if he beats Usyk, absolutely. I don't know what number though. I wouldn't put him. If he beats Usyk, I still wouldn't put him above Usyk in the pound for pound list. But yeah, I have him on my pound for pound number 10 right now. Top 10 right now. Fury. So yeah, if he beats Usyk, he's definitely top 10 pound for pound, in my opinion. I have him like around 9 or 10 right now. He only lost to Usyk. There's no shame in losing to Usyk. I would have Spence on my pound for pound list as well if Spence wasn't so inactive. Spence only lost to Bud. There ain't no shame in that. In my opinion, I think Usyk learned a lot for the first fight. I think he makes it look easier to win this fight. Man, if he does, that'd be crazy. This ain't undisputed glory. Nah, it's no undisputed glory. Dubois is a quitter though, so I'll give you that one. That's crazy. I appreciate you giving it to me, Karma. Thank you. But yeah, don't give it to me under those circumstances. Don't do Dubois like that. Andy D the quitter. Relax. I can't stop. I can stop White. That's crazy. White just beat Ebenezer. What's his name? Tether? I don't remember. The Ghanaian fighter, man. Shout out to Ebenezer though. Ebenezer Teta, I believe Teta. Who's your top 5 pound for pound? Yasir Ali in the building. And AJ the fake tough guy, the bum. Bro, JC, that's crazy. I'll tell you this, JC. If you could be, what I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, if you could be as good as AJ at your job, you'd be a beast. You'll get paid more than what you get now. Fury has been a heavyweight his whole career, so he isn't even in the pound for pound talk. Mansa, I want all the smoke. Get in the ring with them then. Right. Yeah, I know something. Yeah, so shout out to William. So obviously William doesn't think heavyweights could be in pound for pound. I disagree with that notion. I think that pound for pound for me is just an attempt to normalize the weight, not to say that you have to necessarily go through different weight classes beyond the pound for pound. Like I believe that you could be at a weight, whether it's at heavyweight or it's at middleweight. Like let's say Bernard Hopkins, right? When he was going through his phenomenal run as an executioner, 20 straight defenses, all that middleweight. He's on pound for pound just because he didn't go through another weight class. That's just for me though. But I do understand the notion when people say that they don't include heavyweights on pound for pound because they're as big as they are. But I feel like pound for pound is to normalize the weight and just bring in hypotheticals to try to make it seem more feasible to say, okay, if this person and this person were hypothetically the same size, how would they do as far as how dominant they were against their opponents and the things that they accomplished in their weight class, in their respective weight classes. Usyk by stoppage, my boy Ryan Frazier in the building. But I definitely respect people not included. Ebenezer almost broke his foot off of White's ass. That fight was trash. Ryan Frazier, yes sir. He said, who's my top five? So Yasir Ali asked my top five. I feel like my top five, and I'm not saying this to be full of myself, but I think if you watch boxing, and this is no disrespect to you if you're different, or my guy Ryan, or my guy William, or my girl Karma, or my guy Oscar or Mansa, but I feel like if your top five doesn't have Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Cinnamon, and Beterbiev, I won't even pay attention to it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like it has to have those five. Now, the first three, Bud, Usyk, and Inoue could be in any order. They're interchangeable, in my personal opinion. All three of them are the first to be undisputed in two different weight classes in the four-belt era. So they've accomplished, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty similar, you know what I'm saying, as far as their feats and achievements and accolades go. So to me, those are the top three. Whatever order you want, that's your personal preference. But those three, and then Beterbiev and Canelo, whatever order you want for 4 and 5. It is what it is. Whatever order you want for 4 and 5, whether you want Canelo above Beterbiev or Beterbiev above Canelo. But for me personally, I feel like you can't. I feel like the top five is. I feel like the top 5 pound for pound is the easiest it's ever been in a while. You know what I'm saying? As far as I can remember, like this top 5 is easy. You know what I'm saying? Because the number 4 and 5, they have a commonality, and number 1, 2, and 3, they all have a commonality. The common denominator between 1, 2, and 3 is they're all undisputed in 2 weight divisions. The common denominator in 4 and 5, they're undisputed in their weight class. I had Bivol 5, Canelo 6. Am I tripping? I think you're tripping, yes. But I understand it because the argument will be, oh, Bivol beat Canelo. Yeah, but Bivol beat Canelo when Canelo moved up to 175. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't even know. I really don't understand how people could overlook that or disregard that. Like, Canelo losing to Bivol that's abnormal. That's not normal circumstances. He didn't lose to somebody in his weight division. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, I understand your point. I mean, it's all preference, right? It's all opinion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter how much we justify it, it's still opinion. So no, I'm not mad at that. Bivol's a good fighter. So I wouldn't gangbang on somebody having Bivol over Canelo. But for me, that's kind of crazy because undisputed is the holy grail of boxing. Undisputed is a Stanley Cup of boxing. You know what I'm saying? What the Stanley Cup is for hockey, that's what undisputed is for boxing. What the NBA championship is for basketball, that's what the undisputed belt is for boxing or accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? What the I don't know, give me another thing. I don't know. The something else. I don't know. The NFL championship, the Super Bowl of boxing is undisputed. So Canelo being undisputed, not only was he undisputed at 168 pounds, he was the first ever undisputed at 168 super middle. He's the first ever undisputed. And then Beterbiev, that speaks for itself. He just got undisputed by beating a guy that was undefeated in Bivol. So he has to be there. He's undisputed. And then the other guys that are above them are 2 times undisputed. So yeah, I personally don't see how anybody can have those 5 not in the top 5, in my personal opinion. Bivol was a bigger opponent though, for sure. Of course. He's a big guy. We moved up, So like Canelo, now you could say Canelo's been to 175 before, against Kovalev where he won the belt, but he's not supposed to be at 175. So he said no, the Super Bowl of boxing is Canelo. I don't even know what you're talking about. You being goofy. Ebenezer still sings "God Save the Queen." Bivol 5. Not even El Jefe has Bivol 5. Not even El Jefe. Peace out, Doc. All right, bro. God bless you, William. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna tap in with you in 2 days, bro. Right, Friday at 9 p.m. I ain't forget, bro. I'm gonna be there. Good Lord willing, man. God bless, bro. Enjoy your food, man. Shout out to Carmo. Who you got winning the weekend? She got Usyk. She got Usyk, man. I'm not mad at that. I think she's smart. Like I said, I think anybody who has Usyk, that's the smart. I've openly admitted that I have no reason to pick Fury. I'm just going with it. Like Carmen said, I'm crazy. I think Daniel said I'm stubborn. That probably is it. Yeah, she got Usyk, man. Yeah, JC got the cape out, of course. JC got the cape out, bro. But yeah, I think that that's a good question. That me personally, like I said, I think that sometimes we undervalue. I'm not even gonna say we devalue moving up for certain people, bro. Like, spiritually biased got Usyk. I'm not mad at that. Like, for example, Terrence Crawford struggling against Madrimov. That's all we say. I feel like you cannot discuss that fight without telling the whole story. It was his first fight at 154 against the undefeated champion. If you're ever going to struggle, that'd be the scenario in which you struggle. Canelo, yes, he lost to Bivol. Tell the whole story. He was going up to 175 against an undefeated guy in Bivol. Where's the shame in that? Like, the only way that people could not acknowledge that is if they don't recognize the difficulty, the added difficulty in going in another weight class. That's why they say we have weight classes for a reason. Because if you're going up to a weight class, it's going to be more difficult than you're accustomed to in the previous class that you're in or the previous classes that you were in. So, like, I don't even know why people even say that. Like, it's a now if you would have went up, if Canelo would have went up there and lost to Michael Eifert at 175, okay, then I get it. But he lost to Bivol, who just fought in an undisputed controversial. He just fought in an undisputed fight at 175, and it was a controversial result. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand how we just disregard that, or like Tank fighting Mario Barrios at 140. You know, all of a sudden we don't care. Even like David Benavidez, everybody only talks about, oh, he didn't look that good at 175. Yeah, he debuted at 175 against Oleksandr Usyk, who was a former champion. The same Oleksandr Usyk that fought Artur Beterbiev, and he got knocked out in the 10th round. But up until the 10th round, he was winning on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards. He was winning before he got stopped. Where's the shame in that? So we don't talk about that he won. We just say, oh, he struggled. He looked bad. I don't understand it, bro. I really don't understand it. Like, moving up is difficult, bro. That's the whole point of doing it. like it's supposed to. If you're gonna struggle at any moment, it would be when you move up. That's the whole point of moving up. That's why we celebrate it and we want to see it so much, because it's fantastic. Yo, just doing the building. What's good, brethren? Unless Fury cheat, he get knocked out. That's crazy. He might. Yo, Kendrick in the building. Big member in the building. Fury been training like that workout his whole time. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Spiritually biased is good point. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro. And Canelo was a small bro. Yeah, facts. YD Canelo's 5'8". You know, and granted, you know, weight divisions are by, you know, weight and not by height. They're not height divisions. They're weight divisions for a reason. But at the same time, you know, yeah, that doesn't help him. You're not at an advantage for being a shorter guy at a higher weight. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess sometimes you could say it's an advantage, but, you know, generally speaking, it's not an advantage to be a shorter guy, you know what I'm saying, at a weight division. But, you know, I think Fury punch resistance is going. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think, I'm not saying you're wrong, Ryan, because I think that's a good point. My rebuttal to that would be, why do we think his punch resistance is going? I think it's going because of the wars that he went with Deontay Wilder. But I'm saying, so I do agree with you. I agree with you off of that statement alone on the surface. But what has he shown us that would be indicative of that? Like, he got dropped by Ngannou, got right back up like he did against Wilder and them the 3 times. And then he got caught by Usyk, but he recovered. He didn't get knocked out, right? You know, some people say, oh, the ref saved him, whatever. But he still finished the fight. And you could argue, a lot of people think that he won the 12th round, including myself. So he still demonstrated his ability to recover, in my opinion. So I do think that his punch resistance is going, but I don't know what I could literally put my finger on, because he's been recovering, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, we'll be like, oh, well, you know, it's the heavyweight division. You know, anybody can knock anybody out. So, yeah, so anybody can get caught. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So he just got caught, you know? It wasn't like Usyk put the paws on him one time and he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? He caught him with a good shot and, you know, he still recovered. So, but I agree. I can't explain. I do agree with you. But I agree with you because I'm thinking about the wars that he went through with Wilder. And it's like, bro, common sense would say that something had to something had to give. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the same going through those wars that you went with Wilder. Same with Wilder, you know. So I agree with you, but I just don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I think that, I try to catch myself, like, am I just, you know what I'm saying, being too emotional? I guess, you know, not even emotional. That's not the right. But am I being too reactive and anticipating something to happen more so that do I have evidence as to that happening? I guess is what I'm saying. After the wars with Wilder, yeah, facts. Top 3 fights you think will happen next year? Give me a second. Actually, I'll get to that. Usyk has been the small man in all his fights as heavyweight. Yep, that's exactly why it's gone. Wilder, and then that war with Wallen and Ngannou. Okay, a novice knocked him down. Yeah, but that's a novice. That's a novice with Hulk strength. And he still ain't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And Ngannou, come on. That's Ngannou, bro. Doc, you said earlier, Fury got dropped a lot with Wilder. He also got dropped by Ngannou and Chin got tested and still suffering from that. Yeah, but okay, but what I'm saying is that's why we think. I agree. So yeah, I think that's why his punches just went down. But what has he shown? I don't think he's really exhibited that his chin has went down. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he's Jaime Munguia. He got knocked out by a guy who had 4 KOs. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia got knocked out by a guy in Bruno Saras who had 4 KOs. Jaime Munguia was his 5th. He was 25 fights, 25 wins with 4 knockouts. Now he's 26 wins with 5 knockouts. That didn't happen to Tyson Fury. Yeah, he got touched. But he got touched by Francis Ngannou, who is what we think of the biggest puncher in all the sports, him and Deontay Wilder, right? If you're taking 2 people in all the sports to be the biggest puncher, you're taking Ngannou's going to be one of the 2. So I'm just saying that, yeah, I feel that way. But what in reality demonstrates that? I don't think that there's been much to exhibit that. I think Fury doesn't train hard anymore since the trilogy. Yep. He said, I said Tyson. Okay, so he said who the top 3 fights that I think will happen next year. Tank and Shakur. Call me crazy, but I think Canelo and Benavidez. And if not, you know what? I'll take that back. It depends if Benavidez wins and Beterbiev wins. I think that's gonna happen. So I remove Canelo Benavidez. I think Canelo Benavidez is gonna happen. I just don't know if it happens next year. You know what? I'm stick with it. Tank Shakur, Canelo Benavidez, and Canelo and Crawford. I know both of those ain't gonna happen. Canelo and Crawford and Canelo Benavidez is not gonna happen. But I think it's gonna be some combination of Canelo with somebody that is gonna be something that we're gonna be like, oh, Canelo fight him. In my personal opinion. Tyson's shit underrated for sure. Wilder caught him with some big shit. Yeah. And Ngannou couldn't knock down the chinny AJ. He ain't get AJ. Come on. Nah, Ryan, you reaching now. Ryan, you reaching, bro. He couldn't. That was 2 different things now. Ngannou not knocking down AJ is different than Ngannou knocking down. Come on. Fury, come on now. He ain't have a chat. You forgot. Hold on. Let me show him what happened, chat. Oh, no. Ryan's trolling. I know. I see what Ryan's doing. Ryan just want me to show the clip. That's what it is. I got you, bro. I will oblige. Bro. He just want me to show. He just want me to show when he put him to another dimension. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted to do. I got you, bro. That's all. He just wanted me to show when AJ sent Ngannou to another dimension.
Bro,
that's all he
why.
did.
Shout out to Ngannou, man, being a man, controlling his own destiny, man. I think him leaving the UFC was the best thing that he could have done for himself. Focus. Oh shit! Oh! A right hand! A right straight, right down the pipe. Oh my gosh, hit him right in the mouth. Wow. Oh Lord!
Like he got shot. That just looked like he got shot.
Tagging him, man. Just tagged him with a nice jab. Oh my gosh, not like this! Oh my gosh!
Not like this.
His lip is bleeding.
He talking about he couldn't put down a chitty AJ. He ain't got a chance to.
Left in the second round. Anthony Joshua had to blitz him right now. I'd have blitzed him if I was. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That last one was crazy, bro. You talking about he didn't knock down a chitty AJ. He ain't get a chance. If they're one of those clips, show me where Francis Ngannou had a chance to knock down AJ. Stop it, bro. Now, I will say that Tyson Fury got to do better because I don't even know how he let Ngannou touch him, you know. But that it wasn't like he hit AJ and AJ just ate it. Nah, heck no. That's not how that went, bro. Stop it, right? He said, I hate triangle theory, but I think Fury never wanted to fight Usyk. I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. I'm not sure that Fury ever wanted to fight Usyk. I kind of feel that way too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I feel that way either. But yeah, I'm not sure Fury ever really wanted to fight Usyk. I think it was just the money was so much that you couldn't really refuse. I do agree with that part. Canelo for the fight Brunello. Hey, you might need to fight Brunello, bro. He might need to fight Brunello, bro. But yeah, I do agree. So I want to be very clear again, back to what we were talking about. I agree. I think that Tyson Fury's punch resistance has went down, but I don't know if that's true or just what we think because of what we know he went through. I think those are kind of two different things. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like if I just think about it, and I could be, please like correct me if I'm wrong and remind me if I'm overlooking something, but just me thinking about it in my head, I can't really think of times where Tyson Fury got hurt and it was like something like an instance where he should not have been hurt or something, like, you know what I'm saying? When like he got hurt by like but I don't know, by like somebody that's not a puncher. You know, he got hurt by Tyson Fury. I mean, he is Tyson Fury. He got hurt by Ngannou and Wilder. And then he got caught by Oleksandr Usyk, pound for pound great, while he was bull jiving. He was over there bull jiving, and he got caught with a big shot by another heavyweight. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like I said, I do think that his punch resistance got. Now, if he goes in there and he gets hurt early, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, for sure. But because to be fair, you know, I think we forget Usyk got hurt. He didn't get hurt like Fury, but Usyk got stunned. Go back and watch the fight. The first fight, Usyk got stunned a couple times. Some of them uppercuts, some straights. Fury played too much. I agree, Ryan. I agree. So I do agree with you. I just don't know. I can't explain why. Besides me, I can't like give any instances to demonstrate him actually looking like his chin should be questioned. Because even the times when he did get hurt, he ain't get knocked out, and the times when he got dropped by Wilder and Fury, and Ngannou, he got up. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think this fight's gonna be great. I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think that Oh, I voted on your poll too about starting your own Discord, Ryan. I voted on that, bro. I think you should, bro. If that's what you want to do, you feel me? Start your own Discord server, why not, man? Hey, but I'm opening up the Discord. Speaking of that, man, I opened up the Discord. Anybody want to join and chop it up real quick, you could join. I see Dub backstage. I see Smoochie and Ty backstage. Let me know if I don't know if they want me to pull them up, so I'm gonna just let them chill until they tell me they want me to pull them up. I see Smoochie and Dub and Ty backstage. Thanks, bro. Oh, for sure, Ryan. For sure, man. Y'all already know, bro. I think that you got dope content, man. Check out my boy Ryan Frazier, Boxer Talk up north, man. Like I said, I have a good feeling. I have a strong feeling, good feeling. I'm gonna see you at the top, brother. You know what I'm talking about? We need more good content creators with good opinions and good perspectives, and not as much whimsical, nonsensical, negative bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tear down other fighters just because you don't like them, and catapult other fighters to places they shouldn't be, in stratospheres they probably haven't quite deserved yet, just because you feel that way. Ty said, pull him up. Thank you, Smoochie. All right. Bodega Ty. Fury key is going to be his jab at uppercut. I agree. I agree, YD. He got way too confident in his first fight, but it's 50-50 as it gets. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's going to be, oof. It's going to be a good one. Got my boy Ty in the building. What's good, brethren? Selling. This man Mike. He got the trap phone chat. Yo. I'm going to kick him out and pull him back up. Yo. Yes, sir. Yeah. My guy, what's good, bro?
And now from the back politicking.
Yes, sir. Got my boy Ty in the building, man. Miss my boy in the chat, man. Then I did my boy dirty, man. We finna pull up. Fuck wrong with
I got something to tell you.
Oh, Lord. Oh Lord.
I think I might just snitch and screenshot you the email.
All right. Bet. Yeah, man.
What's going on?
Man, nothing much, bro. Nothing much, man. We talking about this Fury and Tyson, Fury and Usyk, Usyk and Fury. Your boy was out there swimming this morning. That back porch was flooded, boy. But you know, I ain't had too much stuff out there anyway. My weights and stuff got wet, but my dog bed got wet. But
I know you said it was a storm coming.
Yes,
I
bro.
know like that.
I didn't know either. It was a flash flood. I didn't know either because remember I was streaming during it, and then I heard my dogs like hitting the glass. So I was like, hold on, let me go see what's going on. I see the water almost up from the patio. I said, yo. Yep. So I just had to. That's why I was gone for a little bit because I had to try to clean out the little gutters and stuff so it could leak, so it could drain faster and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean it's good though. Like I said, wasn't too much damage. Just stuff got wet and stuff. I probably could replace some slides and not too much. You know, nothing I can complain about. Some rugs and stuff like that. But yep. But yeah, man. Man, did you watch did you catch the workout today, or you was busy?
Yeah, I was watching workouts.
Okay.
Trying to work out.
Yeah, I need to get back to it. I haven't worked out in a minute, but I've been lazy on that. You watch some prelims, man? I didn't really. I was catching it, but one, two.
Nah, I didn't get the chance to.
Yep. So what you got, man? What you thinking, man? Usyk or Fury? Or you gonna wait till the weigh-in, like you usually do?
I'm waiting to the weigh-in, but I am impressed from what I've seen and some of the things I heard from behind the scenes with Fury.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He in that dark place.
Yep.
He getting shit ready.
Yep.
Last time I seen and heard stuff like this, he was getting prepared for
Wilder. Yep. The second one, and what he did in that second one stopped him in what, 5 or 7? Or I can't remember. I think it was 5, right?
But he got a couple times.
Come on now.
But I do see what the play is. Don't be surprised if we see Fury coming heavy.
Yep. I think so too, man. I think so too. But I just, that's the thing. I'm kind of worried too, though, man, because I don't know, man. Usyk just nice. Like I said, I can't even say why I'm leaning towards Fury besides just my feelings, bro. I can't really point on anything because I think if I try to make like an assessment and just look at it, you know, logically, I'm going with Usyk. But I just feel like Tyson Fury gonna do something, dog. I don't know. Now.
I mean, we can get into the hypotheticals.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm looking at right now, if I was to lean toward Fury, if he comes in heavy like he did, teetering that 290, almost 300 threshold, he's not coming into the box.
Coming in there to bully.
And I don't know if Usyk, being the smaller guy coming from cruiserweight, has enough to get him a ball from him. At that point, it's not about punching, power, all that. It's more so physicality.
Mm-hmm. But that'll be oh my bad. Go ahead. I mean,
like, will he be able to push back in the clinch?
Yes, that part, and that's why I was talking about Oscar yesterday. I was like, man, that's where I think the body shot's gonna come from. Is in the clinch and up close. But you know, that's what Ryan was saying. Like, you know, if Tyson Fury's punch resistance is not there, you get caught while you trying to bully, boy.
And that's why he's coming in heavy.
Yeah.
That was one of the
and the beard. You see the beard too.
Wilder. Yeah.
Yep. You see that beard too, boy. On that grizzly, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I know who need to be in the Discord when we watch that fight, though. I know Carmen need to be in the Discord. Because she going with Usyk. I want to hear.
She been popping up around.
I think she's right, man. That's one thing I will say. I think she's right, though. I do think she's right. Or let me say, I think she's smart. I hope she's wrong, because I'm hoping Tyson Fury wins. But I definitely think the smart play is definitely Usyk. In my opinion. But I'm going with the Gypsy King, the King.
I think Sugar Hill kind of snitched. Him and John Fury kind of let the cat out the bag because they're not trying to get into a boxing match with Usyk or go chess move for chess move with Papachenko.
Yeah. Yep. I was reading it somewhere too. I didn't confirm or deny, chat, so I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying I was just reading this some places. You know, I like to check for multiple sources before I make a video or something. That's why I make a video on it. But I've been hearing that Lomachenko's retirement's a little bit more definitive than it was yesterday. It's a little closer to being real. I don't know if that's true. Like I said, I'm still looking into it. But yeah, man.
I guess he must have found out what he needed to find out. You know, sometimes we do step through the ropes just to figure out if they even have that feeling or hunger.
Yep.
He might have very well found out what his answer is.
Yep, in the gym. That's the best way to find out. Don't find out under them lights. Not like Sonny Edwards.
That walk down to the ring is the worst time for you to sit there and question, why am I here?
Yep. Loma a duck, El Pato. That's crazy, Smoochie. Will Loma 126 beat Tank at 126? Yeah, I think Tank will be too drained at 126. Is Loma a smaller Usyk or Usyk a bigger Usyk? Is Loma a smaller Usyk or Usyk a bigger Loma? Neither. Loma 18-3, man. Stop it. I'm just playing. I'll be right back. Let me go grab this ice cream real quick. I got to beat Ben and Jerry's. You heard me. Hold it down, Ty, please. Can you please address that question from Oscar? He said, "Is Loma a smaller Usyk or is Usyk a bigger Loma?"
All right. I think it's the perfect 1-to-1 based off of Usyk's style at cruiserweight. We can say, yeah, he's a bigger Loma, but being as though he's at heavyweight now, and there's certain things he had to adjust to, so the style changed a bit. So we was talking about a few years ago. Yeah, he's a bigger Loma because again, he came to that gym and he adopted a style that Papachenko was teaching. So yeah, he's a bigger Loma. I can't see the chat, by the way. Let me see if I can pull it up on my TV.
I remember Ty explained it during our square up. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm not. I feel like, no disrespect to Loma. I like Loma, but I'm not going. I feel like me comparing him to Usyk is disrespect to Usyk.
Yeah, especially with him at heavyweight now.
You feel me?
Oh, you heard my explanation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't hear all of it though. I missed some.
Oh yeah.
I went all the way to the kitchen. So I missed some.
I was basically saying, like, if this was a few years back, when Usyk was at cruiserweight, yeah, we could say he's the bigger Loma because, again, he came into his gym and adopted the style.
True.
But as far as heavyweight goes, because of certain adjustments he had to make, fighting these bigger guys, they tweaked the style, so I think he got his own style right now.
Yes, sir. The England, the UK annihilator style. That's a fact. I like that. Yeah, you're right about that. I agree. Speaking of styles, though, I will say this. As much as I don't want to say it, I think Teofimo's going to be better, bro. I just don't believe he has the mentality to do it. But if he, I think he has a skill and the talent. I just don't think he has a mental for it. But I think if he picks up a Reynoso style, or just adds it to his arsenal, not just fully commit to it, but man.
I think that style would be more beneficial if he was still at 35. The one thing he's lacking is that power, that one punch power he had.
That's true. That's a good point. At 140, yeah, you're right about that.
Who was Ipo's toughest opponent before his first belt? You talking about at the Japanese level or world level?
What's the one dude? If you talking about the Japanese level, I would say the dude that went and left and got his own gym. What's his name again? Start with an M.
Miyata.
Miyata. Yeah, Miyata. I would say Miyata.
Yeah, Miyata, he probably cook a lot of featherweights right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Japanese level. Yeah, I would say Miyata. Oscar. What am I eating? I mean, Ben and Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, man.
For me, it's a tie between Miyata and old girl's brother,
Oh, I forgot about him.
Mashiba.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't going, boy.
Mashiba went up to 130 and started cooking shit.
He did, but I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? He done whooped him and took his sister. That's come on now. Ipo got that.
You know, I was looking up the actual metrics of those fighters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, him beating Mashiba
Mm-hmm.
at 126 is the equivalent of him beating Espinoza.
Oh, for real? He was that tall?
He's 6'1".
Oh, true, yeah. You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. That is crazy that you say that. Yeah, that's dope. What's also crazy, you just remind me, Ipo was gosh dang Shakur. Ain't that what Shakur Stevenson did with with Buddy? What's his name again? You know what I'm talking about? Dang, what's his name, bro? The dude's sister. He was with the dude's sister. It beat him up.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? I can't remember his name right now. Off the top of my head. What the heck?
I can't remember his name either.
Yeah, I know his Joette. Thank you. Yeah, I was about to say I know his name. Joette Gonzalez. Shakur done pulled the Ipo. Pull the Ipo on Joette, bro. That's tough.
That was like Rocky. I'm trying to remember what the black guy was. I think the perfect comparison for him was Jamil Herring.
Okay. He said, I would say Sendo. Okay, let me find out Oscar been catching up on Ipo, man. Okay.
Sendo not fucking with me.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Beato. Yeah. Joette's sister was a boxer too? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. You know how she started talking to Shakur?
Wow.
She was at the gym and she was sparring dudes. We had to give her the little lemon pepper stepper first. Yeah, I mean, light work.
Loving boxing like Khalil Cole and O'Shea Jones?
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's funny, bro.
He said, Joey.
She's still boxing now? Hell, is he still boxing now?
I don't know. I ain't heard from Joey. Man,
Yeah, me either.
I thought he got stopped and we ain't seen him since.
Yeah, I feel like that too, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the last fight he got stopped. No. He lost a decision to Luis Lopez last September.
Speaking of somebody that was cool with them, Chris Colbert. I seen a clip that resurfaced from something that happened like a couple months back when he got into a little verbal sparring with Gary Allen. We got two inactive dudes. Why aren't they fighting?
You feel me?
I thought it was kind of corny what Gary said.
What is that?
You know what I mean? Shorty, I'll smack you right now. Shorty.
Saudi.
Bro, y'all both like 5'3" and 5'5".
Right.
The moves.
Right. You know, I don't know why you just reminded me of that. Boo Boo. I was watching an interview today. I think it was, YSM. Shout out to them. I watched an interview with him and Andre Rozier. Talk about Boo Boo, and it just made me think about you. And you was always be like, "That's his fault how you messed up," and that's what he was talking about in the interview. He was like, "Yeah, man, you know, Boo Boo should be in a different position, but you know, I told him to go with Kevin Connolly. He didn't want to listen. He said every time I talk to Boo Boo, he don't listen. He put himself in a bad situation." That's what made me think about you. You always say that. That's his fault. It's his fault for his career being, you know, stagnant as it is.
What's it called? Live Nation or whatever that Jay-Z's company. He tried to go with them as his representation and then tell them the ins and outs of his previous engagement.
Mm-hmm. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot Jay-Z was had a promoter. Was a promoter for a bit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Pulled out the Jamel fight, the week of the fight.
Yep. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember that.
Cost the niggas a lot of bread.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is what got him blackballed guys over at PBC.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I forgot about that, man. Jay-Z had his sports what's it called? Agency, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was representing like KD too and stuff like that. He had Miguel Cotto too, ain't it? For a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that, man. Dang, time be flying, bro.
He picked up Gamboa after he left 50 Cent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I forgot about that. Those good times.
Yeah, Ryan, he need to go fight with Cumby.
That'd be a good little bounce back for him, though. I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm interested in any fight that McCumbee in, to be honest. Old maggot.
Yep. They offered AB the bag and he did some whole shit. I don't know. That was like tampering, though. He was still locked in a contract. That's the reason why he had to go out there and apologize and say all that stuff. Then he gets Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. He wilding for that. This Jay-Z on this Beyonce.
Between Jay and Al anyway.
Mm-hmm.
From some music stuff.
This Jay-Z don't just Beyonce though. I had to pull up.
Beyonce? Nah. She got a Loma style career.
Hold on now.
Let's keep it G.
Watch your mouth. You wildin'.
Nah, I'm keeping it real objective.
Nah, bruh.
She has the talent, but a lot of things happen because of relationships she has through her husband.
Not my boy Ty too, bruh. Not my boy Ty, man. That's
What?
crazy. That's crazy. Shame on you, bruh.
And they get real Mickey on the business side. It's like,
Oh, Lord. Saying Jay-Z, you know, did it. Hey, that person retracted their statement, didn't she? Or, yeah. But that's one thing I would say. If that's true, then no, I ain't going for that. If that's true, then I can't rock with you.
I don't know about the stuff they're trying to say about Jay-Z, but all we know is her, his wife, it was a white bitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy. How do you know that, bruh? From Lemonade?
Lemonade.
Oh my God. I knew he was gonna say that. That's why I said from Lemonade, bro. Come on, bruh.
My boy had to go out there and run a press run and apologize. I mean, it gave us some decent work. That 444 went crazy.
Man, I said because of lemonade. Oh, hey, Ty, you funny, bro.
He low-key snitched on her husband and who he was dealing with. Dr. Umar was in the cut like, damn, Jay.
That's crazy, bro. You gotta tighten up, man. You got to, Hell hath no fury. Hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned, man.
Hey, Ryan, I feel like she could have been did the country thing, but I don't think it was popular to do it.
Well, she from Texas, man. You better stop playing, Ryan. Talking about got her thinking, man. She can do whatever she want, man. That's big status right there. That's all right, like Beyonce, man.
She should have just got some better writers, though.
Yeah, I ain't listen to it. I ain't.
It ain't like with R&B where her husband can lobby and get the best writers to fuck with you.
She was a real one. Went off a whole talk to her, Ryan. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, just funny, man. Celebrities, bro. They be human too.
Oh, Solange the GOAT.
Solange?
Ew.
I used to like Solange.
I like her vibe. She get on her little Afrocentric stuff, but she's not too bougie to spit a Chief Keef verse.
She got a bald head, ain't it?
Huh?
I said she got a
bald now?
She got a bald head, ain't it? Yeah, I'm not going. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I don't know if she still has it. I know at one point she didn't she shave her head at one time? I'm tripping?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. Got a head looking like a dirty tennis ball. I'm not going. My boy Mike
just about Troy Polamalu's hair.
Y'all messed up, man.
And that hair was supposed to be donated.
That's crazy. Got the head and shoulders joint?
Oh, no. I think the money she purchased it went to charity. But she did buy his hair.
Who did? Beyonce or Solange?
The Queen.
Oh. My sister's mid.
Kendrick, you tripping. She only sound mid because she ain't got the right writers. Vocally, she decent. It hit different when you got Babyface, The Dream, and all these dudes right.
Hey, what you know about The Dream, man? L to the O, V to the E. That's my joint right there.
It hit different when Neo put pen to paper.
What about Carrie Hilson, bro? You said she was writing for Beyonce too, now.
They still not trying to give her writing credits.
That's what happens when you the boss. You know what I'm talking about? You know who Quentin Miller is? You know what I'm talking about? We only knew Gilly because he got a podcast now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody knew Gilly when Wayne was hot, man. You know, you got to play your position, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold up. No.
Oh yeah, I just struck a chord, chat, because I don't. that's his hometown partner there.
You gotta think about it.
Stop
you
it.
You can't say somebody don't know him.
Stop it, bro.
When you talk to somebody from his region, he's
Stop
a regional
it, bro.
rapper. We
Stop
know
it,
about
bro.
the Chicken Man.
You feel me? Yeah, you knew about him. He wasn't global.
Yeah.
Like you said, regional. Stop it, bro. You got to play your regional ass role. You feel me? Now, shout out to Gilly though. He kept it going. Now he known for a podcast. But we ain't trying to hear that Wayne. I vote for Wayne crap. You trying to hear that?
Gilly was ass.
That's crazy.
I
rocked with. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't listen to him like on a daily, but I thought he had some decent songs back then.
I don't think he had what it takes to put together, actual songs, but he
Right.
can spit.
Right, I agree with that. Yeah, but back in my allhiphop.com days, I'll listen to some Gilly stuff.
He on the track talking about calling me the chicken.
Shout out to my boy Kendrick. Look what Kendrick said. He said Neo definitely got all the hits. He said no one knew him. Thank you, Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carrie. Shout out to my name is Carrie. I'm so very. You know what I'm saying? She got some hits too, but you gotta know you play your position, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't Beyonce, bro. Hit them.
Going on that versus him and Dream was going back and forth just off the they Beyonce discography, low key.
You feel me? You feel me? Nobody in Florida knew Gilly till he tossed way, till he this way that nobody can talk to him. Cool Breeze. Just shout out to my boy Cool Breeze. Just spitting facts. Spitting facts, man. We down in Florida, man. You talking about you riding for the hottest rapper in the South, man? You better watch your mouth, man. What you talking about, man? Watch out, man. And what Wayne kept on going. You see what I'm talking about? Same with Quentin Miller, man. Shout out to Quentin Miller, but you ain't Drake, bro. Gotta play your position, bro. Lock in. What they said? Oh, they said he made Hove. Tell him to make another Hove.
I think they already did.
Nah, but
Call
people.
his name Aubrey.
I'm telling you. Nah, people should get their credit. I'm joking. I think people should get their appropriate credit, though. You know. But but also too, if that's part of the deal, then you know. That's what you agreed to. That's what you've been doing. And I do think I am a fan for people getting they're just doing their props. I only knew Gilly because of Cassie. Shout out to Cassie, man. Cassie was dope, man. For 6 G's, I could get your whipped Swiss cheese. I'm a red-nosed pit. You a mixed breed.
All the way up until he had that R. Kelly verse.
Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? I got my drink and my 2-step, my drink. All right, Cassie used to go crazy, man. He had some hits, man. I didn't even mention his underground stuff. I got a large house and dog house in my backyard. Even my dog house got a backyard. Big car, cigars, and big biscuits. The kid been doing it big. It's big business.
The streets was on fire.
Yeah, I bet, especially in the Philly area.
I don't know how it was for y'all, but y'all messed out. I'm sure.
Ryan said, y'all know Beyonce tried to cross over the house music. She asked Drake to write it. This man turned around and made a house album. Beyonce went country. I ain't know that. Man. That's my boy Ryan Fraser know about the Canadian business. I ain't know that.
That's because she got a bad habit of not trying to credit folk.
Yeah.
And she trying to move forward. He's like, oh, now I got you. Let me go put this out.
Yeah. I could see that. 6 minutes of death. What you know about that, Ryan? 6 minutes of death is what? Cassidy, Wayne, and Fabulous, right? If I'm not mistaken. What you know about that, Ryan? See, that's why I rock with Ryan, man.
Unto your head stood a fabulous verse.
That's crazy. I got a lot too. Okay, hold on. Damn, I don't know, bro. I got a whole bunch of Fabulous mixtapes too. I had one on my head, but I can't think of one right now.
First one coming to my head is the Throw It in the Bag remix.
The first one coming to my head is a Frizzy Fresh. Man, it's a body them. I can't think of it, bro. Nah, man, I can't think of it.
If you on our age, right?
Can't think of it.
Anytime somebody says 1, 2, you know come next.
What's that? Say it. 1 into a 2, 2 into the 3, yeah. 3 into the 4. Then you gotta breathe. Then you gotta. Yep. Oh, boy got sued for that. He ain't even made no money off that track. That's tough.
Damn.
Yep. Like you just said, you gotta give people their credit. And get permissions.
Yes.
Funeral service. Thank you, Ryan. That was it. Yes, sir. That mixtape. Exactly. A funeral service. That don't go crazy. You heard funeral service too? That don't go crazy, bro. I got it on my computer right now. I don't know why I can't think of a verse from that. From nan one of those songs. Keep it. Y'all know who. Keep it in gangsta. We come through. Yes, sir, dub. Keep it in gangsta. I can remember the hooks. I can't remember the y'all know the rest. FABOLOUS. The soul tapes, man. Yes, Kendrick. Yes, Ryan. That's bad. Every song was hitting on. I'm telling you, bruh.
The thing, when I first got my L, the first two niggas I played before was 50 and Fab.
50 and Fab? Okay.
Yup.
I'm trying to think. You said when you first got your what? Your whip?
When I first got the L's.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I was probably on T.I. Wayne. I don't remember.
It was 5, 3, and T.O.'s little 7.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. For me, it was probably Wayne and T.I. I'm trying to think which Wayne it would have been. Yeah, the what? What? Dang, what? I know the T.I. one probably would have been for me. Urban Legend. I'm trying to think what Wayne.
Oh yeah.
What Wayne went for me? For Wayne, it probably would have been around that time. Probably been one of the Squad Up mixtapes, or maybe the Drought or something like that. Probably the Drought. It was probably the Drought and Urban Legend. For me, these dudes.
Mixtapes in the card for me. It was Drought 3, and I Can't Feel My Face.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jewels, yes sir.
Mm-hmm.
Drought 3. These dudes these days can't make mixtapes. They ain't got no songs. No, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Because then you really gotta. You can't just make a mixtape, especially if you do like the Wayne route, like most people route. You know, you go rap on somebody else's beat. You gotta kill it, bro. People get scared when Wayne hop on their beat.
Freestyle, that was different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yep. Upgrade you. Yep. Dedication to Cannon. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Cannon. To my mother, Cannon. Tell it to my mother, Cannon.
Nah, they can usually just get on SoundCloud and just drop that joint. Remember, mixtapes wasn't.
True. Yeah, nah, you right about that. Yeah, I feel you on that. Have you missing like the fucking old Bannons?
Oh, I can't even say that lyric.
They sign contract where they can't drop music unless their label says so. Shit, fellas.
Running live in the living room.
Let me say it to my motherfucking Cannon. Oh, but I mean, I can't feel. I'm about to go listen to that. I get off, man.
Ain't nothing different
Feel
than
my
like
face.
walking into the gym and you hear somebody playing that dedication.
Yeah. Yo, Mateo, what's good? That's a fact, bro. I can't feel my face. His whole face fat. Man, that's all crazy, bro. That Katrina joint.
I know you didn't watch that whole interview with Devin Farmer.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I got asked, yo, what Golden Boy got going?
What happened, bro? You talking about what he brought up the 360 deal still? Who the first person with the 360 deal? What Charlie Clips? That's what Loaded Luck said. But what's his name? What he said? What you talking about the Zepeda not taking the test? What happened? The Tevin Farmer joint.
Like, the stuff he said made me go get on the computer and start looking up stuff.
Uh-oh.
And one thing you can't really find is people test records unless they were fighting across the street.
So it's looking like his gripe is a little bit more legit with that Zepeda fight.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Because technically he was only tested one time, and it took him to ask about it, and that was before the fight.
Yep.
After the fight, he asked, went to the higher ups,
Yep.
and they basically just threw their hands in the air. It was like, I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he was saying, man. I
To
believe him.
them, they made it seem like nobody was really tested. Then you start asking other fighters on the card, another champion that performed that night, and they said, "Yo, we got tested.
Whoa.
Camp and everything."
Whoa.
So on that card, besides his one test, him and Zepeda was not tested at all.
Whoa. That's not good, dog. You know, Duarte said it, though. Duarte said that, you know, he thought Ryan Garcia was on something.
Yeah, because
When they
Duarte
fought.
already snitched. We don't get tested.
Right. That's what I said, man. He wasn't the only person to say that. He said, "What's the topics? I'm back with playing with the youngest. Oh, you good? Right now, we was just talking about music, and now we talking about Tevin Farmer, you know, being a whistleblower on Oscar. I mean, I wouldn't even say whistleblower. We already knew that. It's just if you pay attention, you want to acknowledge it or not. But yeah, we knew that, bro. Dr. DC or Marvel?
Testing and weight thing goes, that seems to be a golden boy thing.
Right. That's bad.
Ryan is only on record being tested for 3 fights.
DC or Marvel? I'm a Marvel type brother, man. Especially if you're talking about DCEU, that's trash. MCU has became weak, but MCU is fire. If you talking about like comics, I like DC comics as well and Marvel comics. And I would say this though, the cartoon shows, DC got that. You know, because you know Batman and they had, you know, Supergirl and all that. Well, I don't know, because you know X-Men's Marvel too. X-Men's were fire too. I don't know. Spider-Man's Marvel too. Yeah, I don't know. But definitely in theatrical endeavors, yeah, MCU killing them. DCU trash. DCEU trash. I'll be right back. Let me put my ice cream in the freezer.
All right. I might have to put my tinfoil hat on for this. This is my personal theory. I think the sanctioning body should try to look into what's going on at Golden Boy, because why is it your fighters aren't enrolled to any of the major drug testing or anti-doping agencies? It shouldn't make no sense why Zordo is only on paperwork for 2 fights. Same thing with Jaime Munguia. It makes that loss he just recently had look kind of weird, because that's technically his second fight he went under drug testing and anti-doping.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not looking good, but that's one thing with the fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know some people don't like Devin Haney. I get it, but that should not stop you for wanting the right thing to be done, bro. Like, that's a win for boxing. Fighter, or especially the fighters, you dumb behind fighters that are saying that it doesn't matter and Devin Haney look like this and all. You don't know how dumb you sound. Ass backwards. You should be rooting for it and you should be supporting it, bro. What is wrong having a clean sport unless your ass on that shit too? That's the only thing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get it, bro. But that's the thing though, because people want to appear like they're tough and appear like it's even like when him even having to appear through court. Like, sometimes I wish I knew some of these cats. I'd be like, bro, like, don't let people knock you off your pivot, because you're already having a lawsuit. You can't look any worse. If I know he didn't go to court, you know what I'm saying, of course, but let's say you had to. I mean, sometimes when you file a lawsuit, yeah, it doesn't matter at that point. You already filed a lawsuit, so you having to go to. Why does it matter? You know, you trying to make people public influence make it seem like, you know, because people are dumb, they don't think, they just say whatever, and if it sounds good, other people gonna go with it. Like, yeah, if you file a lawsuit, you might have to appear in court. You know what I'm saying? So how's that even look? How's that make anything worse? But you know, so people are dumb.
People saw a public record and then like try to make it seem like he was in there pointing fingers and snitching. No,
Right. Right, but
and even if he did, he had a reason.
right, you already once you should have already considered all that stuff when you filed the lawsuit, if you're gonna file one, you know. But you can't get caught up with what people say, man. People say a whole bunch of dumb stuff, man. Like, there should be no fighter on earth that should be against anybody that tested positive to be reprimanded. Whether you have this, you're from the same, you share a nationality, you share a complexion, you share a country of origin, whatever it is, you know, religion, whatever. You should want to be clean, bro. You should want to be like, that's one thing. Look at Japan, you know, with that dude that cheated Yamanaka, man. What's his name? Anyway, just beat him up. What's his name, bro?
You talking about Louis Neri?
Louis Neri, thank you. Look at Louis Neri. Imagine if yeah, how they let his ban off just so anyway could put the pause on him. Imagine if we went and got Terrence Crawford to go get revenge on Conor Benn for what he did to Chris Algieri. You know, but nah, we just happy. You know, we just happy to see somebody get knocked out. It don't matter if they on PEDs. That's exactly what they did. They got another Japanese fighter to go get revenge on the guy that did the Japanese fighter wrong. Shout out to Japan, man.
You know, the MJ situation, it made me look at the Canelo Benavidez situation in a different light. And I think I'm ready to just say, yo, I don't want to hear another person say Canelo ducked.
Anybody
Benavidez.
ducked. Anybody
I don't
ducked.
hear
Looking at that MJ and Naoya situation, that if you don't call that a duck, you better not ever in your life call anybody else a duck. That's crazy. Nobody else does. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to say he ducked and you want to call other people a duck in addition to that, that's cool. But if you don't want to say Naoya duck is ducking MJ, you cannot say nobody is ducking anybody in life. That's the complete definition of a duck. What he's doing with Akhmadaliev. That don't mean that we're saying that he beats. That don't mean that we're saying that Akhmadaliev beats in a way. That's not the same thing. It's just that he's avoiding the fight. It has nothing to do with the outcome. He doesn't want to fight him. That's just the facts.
David could have easily took legal action. The MJ situation is enough evidence or proof right there.
Right.
And another thing is, when the WBC approached David, like he did the first time, when they tried to offer him to be a mandatory to Marcus Brown, Archer Beterbiev, he could have just said no. Declined the interim belt at 75 and said, no, I would like to take my opportunity against the undisputed champion here, Canelo.
Right.
They would have asked Jakey, you could have just got your lawyer involved.
Right. Right.
But,
It is what it is, man. You know, people got double standards. He said, "Oh, Irony, you said, yeah, I could pull you up for a short time, bro. I'm actually about to get off, bro. I'll pull you up. I'll pull you up, Irony. Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
yo,
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself, bro? Appreciate you joining, man. What's popping?
I'm good, thank you. You know, I don't think I asked you this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your? I know this is obviously a hard one. But who's your favorite fighter today and past, like off the top of your head?
Ooh. Man, that's to my favorite fighter today would be Canelo. Past would be Jermaine Bad Intentions Taylor.
I got PREVAIL and Hagler. Just like off the top of.
Yeah.
Hey, Ty, how you doing, sir?
it was
That's a good one, man. Big Ball and Hagler. That's good, man. I would say Floyd too in there, but like my favorite, I have to go, yeah, Jermaine Bad Intentions Taylor and then right now Canelo.
Yeah, because if we start like thinking, we're gonna get stuck.
Yeah. If I start thinking too much, yeah, I would be stuck. You know, there's a lot of people. Hagler. You said Hagler and Bivol. That's a good list. That's a good two. That's a good
And
two.
Marvin Hagler to me is, yeah, I would say like if you force me, it's way too much history in boxing for you to pick one guy. In all fairness, you know.
Yep.
But if you like force me to pick one, I go with Marvelous, the Marvelous.
Marvelous. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace. That's right. Yeah. What a
Big Jersey.
talk about a guy done wrong a million times and coming back. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's tough. JG says Ali. Can't go wrong with Ali. It's Ali right there, man. Can't go wrong right there. The greatest, man. He said,
Hagler, we might not have the IBF being one of the known belts.
what's the name? Dub says Hagler. He's with you, Irony, on Hagler.
My guy W. God bless.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, that's tough. That's a good question though, man. There's so many great fighters, man. So salute to all the fighters, especially one that you know, that's dope. You know, to be somebody's favorite. There's a lot of fighters out there. A lot of
I
fighters
can
out there.
name like
Man.
a few, but it's like, oh man, I don't think I'll ever end. You know?
Yeah, facts. Facts, man.
You know, I was thinking about that fight of Hagler Hearns, not to change topic, you know.
No, you're good.
or anything like that.
You're good.
I think that the fact that Hagler could switch it, like he did, like he had the ability to do, what saved him in that fight.
Mm.
If you look at the beginning of the man, I gotta watch it again, but I think he started orthodox, and
He did.
hurt him. He had to tie him up. When have you seen Hagler having to tie up? Honestly, that's how good Tommy Hearns was. But then he switched to, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe he started at Southland and switched. I don't know. He did the switch right from one stance to another, and then Hearns negated that shot that Hearns once was. And I was like, man, what an important skill to have, bro. Like, literally literally saved him, bro, because Hearns wanted to take his head off, bro. Like, and almost did. But man, what a. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what saved him. But nevertheless, I'm sorry. I just wanted to know. And Ty, how was your favorite fighter today and present, like off the top of your head?
Oh,
Hello?
yeah, you talking about Utah? Yes, sir.
It's hard for me to really give a straight answer because I separate my favorite guys by era.
Oh, okay.
So like right now, I'm actually torn between a couple guys. But the yesteryears, SOG, Hearns, the Coco Kid, and Big George.
Big George Foreman. Scariest guy I've ever seen in the boxing rings. Yeah, I have to say number one. There are a couple of scary fighters, like scary, pure scary to face, like Tommy Hearns or Turbia, but Big George Foreman, I will go through anything except getting into the ring with that guy, bro.
Big George Foreman. You watched that? Did you watch that TV show that they had, or was it a movie or a show?
It was a movie.
Okay, y'all watched it? I never watched it.
I did.
It was
pretty
good. It was good. I might check it out then.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say how they thought it was, so.
Yeah, I might check it
watch
out.
now.
Yeah, I might check it out. I need to check out that. Wait, that hasn't come out yet. The Clarissa Shields one. I need to check that out when it drops too.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Okay, good Lord willing, yes sir.
I'm looking at something and somebody gave a crazy comparison. Usyk and Ali. They're not talking about talent.
Yeah, I
but
saw that.
They got so many things in.
Yeah, with
Like,
the height, the reach, the weight, all. Yeah, I saw that. Undisputed. I saw that. That was pretty interesting.
Same birthday.
Yeah, same birthday too. Yeah, that was very interesting. I thought that was very interesting.
Do they, in the movie, I don't, you know, spoiler alert, but Ty, in the movie, do they cover his time of preaching and also with the grill and everything?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Any movies y'all looking forward to coming out? I used to be a movie head, where
Oh, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm not, like, right now I'm like learning web development and stuff, so I'm like focusing on that
okay.
and the boxing and everything, so I've tuned out. I had to tune out like movies and other things.
Right.
Completely clueless.
Right, I feel that, man. That's a good question though. That who's your favorite? And it's so hard to like you said, just thinking about everybody, man. It's hard for me to overlook Manny, and that's tough, man.
Because to say the best is easier. To me,
Yeah,
to say
best
who
is easier. Your favorite, yeah, those are two
Exactly.
different questions. I agree with that 1000%.
It's a very personal thing, you know, your favorite one.
Oh yeah, Mateo, check that out if you never seen it. That's a good fight, man. I was just watching that earlier today. That's so crazy. Well, I just dropped a video earlier today. Go check it out. It was about Naoya Inoue's manager, Hideyuki Ohashi. Is it Ohashi or Osashi? I don't remember. But he's a former boxer. Of course, he's a manager of Naoya Inoue and stuff like that. He was talking about Junta Nakatani and Naoya Inoue not happening tomorrow. Next year. He said probably 2026. And then I was just like, I don't know why. I was like, maybe we'll watch this fight again, man. I was watching Ricardo Lopez versus him today. Best women's fighter? Ooh, there's a lot. The best, I got to go with the GOAT. But who my favorite? I like Layla Ali, man. I like, but like that's. I like Layla, bro.
Like her purely off the side.
Come on, bro. You feel me? She's the one that made me really like, you know, that to me that was women boxing when I first seen it, like growing up. That's my fondest memories. But I think the clearest is the GOAT. She's the best. But my favorite had to be Layla, man. But I like Ann Wolf and stuff. But like you said, yeah, it's just the vibes, like you said, because you know it's not nothing that I can't name more than 3 people that she fought. I would have to go back and, you know, look at it or remember that she fought Joe Frazier's daughter or something like that. But yeah, of course, like now I like Sky Nicholson. I like Gabriela Fandora. I'm looking forward to what's the name, Carolyn Dubois fight coming up against Kamara or is it Camara? I can't remember how to say her name. So I'm waiting. I like Michaela Mayer, Katie Taylor, Manserano. You know what I'm saying? I like all of them now. I like Chantel Cameron a lot too. But yeah, so it's different now. I pay attention to it more. But yeah, my fondest, like my first memories of women's boxing was like Layla Ali. I ain't gonna lie. It's like women's basketball. Like if you ask me who's my favorite female basketball player, I would say Lisa Leslie. That's like my first memories of, you know what I'm saying, seeing women basketball player at the high level. So yeah, you're right. Mostly on vibes.
I think back
I got one more.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
My bad, irony. But one more person to add to the question you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto Duran.
Oh yeah. Oscar said Roberto Duran. Yep.
Oh, nice. Never go wrong with Mano de Piedra.
Mano de Piedra, yes sir.
The day I think they have trouble finding an opponent, you know, like Layla Ali, Christy Martin. I mean, I don't know. I'm with you, Doc. Like I couldn't answer that question honestly because I just don't have enough information on the woman's side. I'm sorry.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
JG says best woman fighter Aaliyah Shields. Shields old country ass. Shields be wearing the 90s outfits and bumping hard facts. Said Oscar said Emmanuel, really the Drunken Master, one of your favorite fighters to watch. That's what's up. Shout out to Emmanuel Augustus, man. I was watching a video on him the other day. You know, shout out to him, man. He still has a gym and stuff like that. I don't remember where, but I'm assuming his hometown.
Wow,
But
that's good, man.
yeah, shout out to him,
That guy
man.
doesn't get talked about nearly enough.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of guys are going to the radar. You know, I was thinking about that too. Well, it's a different question than what you Ty and myself were just discussing, but it's similar. You know, I was just thinking about like the great fighters and like you know, people saying that, oh, this guy didn't fight this guy, and it's like, man, it's like there's so many fighters that are good that we're just gonna kind of, you know, unfortunately forget about, you know, because they don't have the accolades for their names to carry through the annals of history and time and stuff like that. But it's like, man, there's a lot of good fighters out there, man. Like, you know, we don't talk about. Look, remember Paul Williams and Sergio Martinez? Yeah, their first fight was crazy. That second fight, Sergio put him to sleep. That was crazy, bro. Sergio. Yeah, but shout out to Paul Williams, or even like just some of the great fights, like, you know, Castillo and Corrales. Rest in peace, Corrales, you know, and the motorcycle accident.
Oh, that's right. Chico Corrales had that tragedy.
Yeah, same with Paul Williams, right? He it wasn't fatal, but he's paralyzed from a motorcycle accident too. That's crazy. Both of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fighters that like, we don't talk about. The other day I was watching Floyd Mayweather and Chop Chop. DeMarcus Corley, man, that was a good fight. Yeah, man, I was watching that like 2 days ago as I was sleeping. Said Mateo says Kelly, hey, don't you say Kelly Pavlik, bruh. I should ban you, bruh. Didn't I just tell you Jermaine Taylor's my favorite fighter, bro? You gonna say Kelly Pavlik, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. How you gonna do me like that, Mateo? That's messed up, bro. Cheryl Swoops. Shout out to Cheryl Swoops. Shout out to Cool Breeze. Favorite to watch Roy Jones, Holyfield. Yep, real deal Holyfield. I had the pleasure of meeting both of them, Roy Jones, Holyfield. I never met Prince Nassim, but shout out to hey.
Bro, you met them? Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I met him. Yeah, I met both of them. Yep. Nazim I met. Didn't his son just fight today? How'd that go? I think Adam Ahmed just fought today, right? On the prelims. For the like I said, I didn't catch all the fights. I think so. Yeah, I met that's back when I used to go to a lot of fights in Vegas, man. Like they'll be all over the place. People just walk around. I have a picture with Roy. You know my intro. Well, when I'm getting off the stream and I play that outro, I think I have the picture of Roy on there, and I have the picture with Evander on there as well. I think he just fought today. Adam Ahmed. Yeah, he fought today, man. He won. He won by stoppage in the 4th round. I guess Jesus Gonzalez. Yeah, I was watching, but I wasn't fully watching the prelims during the media workout. Which I mean, I like the idea in the middle of the week get some fights in, but I was just busy, so I wasn't really locked in.
It's fighting. I'm like, I got this gut feeling because it's one of those situations that 9 out of 10 of them don't pan out. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Sadly, you know.
Yeah.
Campbell.
What'd you say? Campbell hat. That's crazy. Relax. Don't do Hitman son like that, man. Come on, bro.
The ones that don't work out.
Who can we think of any that did work out? I mean, well, I guess Floyd, but no, you said son of a legend. Shout out to Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, and Floyd Mayweather Sr., but they weren't legends. So, can we think of any sons of legends that panned out? I can't really think of any, and not just boxing. I'm talking about any sport though, not just boxing.
It really don't work like that in sports.
Yeah, facts.
The ones that really excel, their dad was either a journeyman or they were like B tier.
Yeah, look at Kobe, right? Kobe's father, Jelly Bean Bryant. You know, he wasn't all that, but Kobe was, who he was. Floyd Mayweather, his uncle.
I would say Barry Bonds is the only example that I know that the father. He was greater than the father, but the father was an excellent player. I don't know a lot about baseball, but I think that's.
Yeah, I was about to say Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, true. Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, there's another.
Or Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Rest in peace, Dale Earnhardt Sr. Yep, rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace.
I think those two were the only ones to really compete with or against they pops. Before we had the Bronny and LeBron thing.
Xavi Alonso. I didn't know his father. Okay, bet. Yeah, so yeah, I keep up with soccer, but not that much. I didn't know his father was a soccer player. So yeah, I definitely. I'm not an avid soccer watcher, but I know Xavi Alonso. He said there's a bunch of soccer though. Okay, I done walked away for 1 minute, then they cracked the TV. Oh no, sorry about that, Tufo. Dang. The big flat screen too, huh? Yeah, that's tough. I'm telling you, the big 72-inch, huh? Dang, 80-inch. Damn.
It makes sense if you think about it because the silk sheets.
Yep, the silk sheets theory. Yep. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, for sure, it definitely makes sense. And plus, sometimes too, like you said, silk sheets, like you said, but also is that that's when you realize that it's more than just talent, right? It's a passion, like, because sometimes the kids feel obligated to go the route of their mother or their father or their parents, you know what I'm saying? But the people who want to do it, you're doing it because you just want to do it. That's your passion. Like, you don't know anything else. That's what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Your soul's into it. But, and I think that's just a testament that we sometimes we undervalue or underappreciate how much passion and dedication means, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids, of course, they got the physical talent. Hell, it's in their genes. It's in their DNA. They got the talent. They got the, you know what I'm saying, a lot of it, and I ain't going to say all of it, but they got a lot of talent and a lot of characteristics, but got to have that passion, man, that want to.
This particular sport, it's so different because you can, go 5 a.m., run whatever miles, and then you can go to the gym and this and that. But if you can't take a punch, for example, or if you don't have that, that's one thing that I realized the hard way. When I was training, I was realizing, man, you gotta have this thing of wanting to hurt the other guy just so you can move forward. Not that you wanna, you don't want anybody to end up badly or anything deep down. But like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
It's kind of like a terrible, in my opinion, it was like a terrible situation because I want to win, but I don't want to hurt the guy either. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
not
I'm
facts.
something crazy, but to me that was like a terrible situation psychologically.
Nah, I don't think it's crazy. You do got to look past it. That's why I do agree with that. It's like, because you are. I mean, it's a hurt game. You are hurting somebody. You gotta be okay with being hurt, and you gotta have that desire to inflict that hurt on somebody too. So, because that's why I know it might sound soft or corny, but like, I always say that I understand why friends don't fight each other. Like, and even if you're getting paid a lot, I can still see, because at the end of the day, you're still hurting them. And look at what Jarrell Big Baby Miller said after he fought Andy Ruiz. He was like, man, I never want to fight my friend again. He said, I see his son right there. My kids play with his kids, and we going out there, we eat together, and then now I'm in the ring, and I'm trying to hurt his dad. And I see him getting hurt, and then I see his kid in there looking sad. Yeah, so you got to understand when friends. So I get it, but I also get too. Some fighters, some people say some fighters won't be friends with everybody. You can't be friends with everybody.
No.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely.
Do you know who Eddie Alvarez is? MMA?
Eddie.
Bernardo. I saw a video once about fighters being honest, something like that, and he gave just such an amazing, let's say testimony, right? Or I don't know, talk, right? He said that it's a weird feeling of guilt when you get to know an opponent and he has a wife and a kid and all that, and then your job is to just F up this guy as bad as you can, and then you do it, and I said that, I was like, damn, I'm sorry for saying that, like damn, like.
Nah, you good, bro. You ain't gotta apologize. Thank you though, but now you good.
Spot on with that one, Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, boxing is tough, man. Even, yeah, it's tough.
Not for everybody, bro. Like,
It's not for
I
everybody.
know that people say about that a lot, about a lot of things, but this is seriously not for everyone.
Yep, I'm right about that. Right about that, man. He said, Jay-Z, my boxing gym was in the middle of the hood in Cali. Most in that gym, their family was dead or in prison. Yeah. Yep. And think about all the hitters in there, and that didn't make it. There's a lot of good athletes, not just boxers or basketball players or whatever, but that just still don't make it,
I'm just not seeing the chat.
Oh. Oh boy, about to get off of probation in 23rd, man. Let's go. 5 days. Good Lord willing. You were saying something, Irony? Sorry.
Oh no, that I was seeing the other day. I'm following the channel of Maravilla Martinez, Sergio Martinez, one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Oh, he has a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
He in Spanish, of course, but he was saying something very interesting. He was saying that too many boxing trainers. He's talking about Argentina locally, but I don't have a doubt that this can apply, everywhere basically.
Right.
Too many trainers are basically like stealing money from fighters, and what he meant by that is they don't give real instruction. They just tell them basic things that anybody can say.
Right.
Go out there and hard and courage.
Yep.
How they say.
Yep.
And he went deep into that, and the more I listened to him, I was like, damn, bro, and he was saying that that's dangerous because too many fighters you can cut their career short before they begin, so to speak. You understand? Because having them fight, oh man, I'm getting stuck with the words. I'm sorry.
Are you good?
Like having them like no real instruction, no strategy, no
Right.
this or that. No,
Just fighting off
go
an
out there
instinct.
and- yeah, bro. Like, what a disservice, bro. Like,
That is. You're not upholding your end of the bargain, man. You just telling them generic stuff. Oh, go out there, have heart, have courage. You can do it. And that's why I get punched on, and yeah, very generic. Yeah, push through, keep fighting, don't give up.
yeah, because you're not the one taking those, right?
Exactly.
I mean, oh man. But anyway, you know, stuff that happens.
Yeah, I might have to check that out though. I didn't know he had a channel.
Oh yeah, he's pretty. He's still got some. I see him do some. I don't know how they call it, like soft sparring or whatever, you know. And with a dude from Spain, I think, and he went to the body with the jab again, and then he feinted and went with that. And I was like, thank God he was doing soft sparring, bro, because that was a knockout shot, bro.
I'm telling you.
You know, like.
And he's in. You said he's still in Argentina, or?
I'm not sure because
Okay.
he travels a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet.
So yeah, he's involved, and he's gonna be dangerous because guys like that. He was. Oh, well, this is what I wanted to say to you. I just remembered. I'm sorry.
You good?
He was saying a story of him after he lost to Margarito. Margarito to me got him green.
Yeah, yep. He got him. Yeah, he got him early. Yep, Antonio Margarito.
And right after he lost, this guy he didn't really want to name him. You can tell like he wants to like cross paths with him. Anyway,
Yeah.
He was saying that this guy told him, look at what. Okay, English is what happens is that in boxing you gotta have balls and you don't have them.
He said he ain't got no nuts. That's crazy, bro. No cojones. That's crazy,
no huevos.
bro.
They say huevos.
No huevos. Yeah, huevos. Yep.
Speaking of having huevos,
That's
Bush
crazy.
Junior's back out here talking crazy.
Yeah. I heard that Eddie Hearn. I saw an interview. Eddie Hearn said, if this fight doesn't happen, isn't made by the end of the week, they're gonna move on. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, he said so. His trainer when he was fighting Margarito said it to him.
I don't think no, he didn't say he was his trainer.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to like get into.
Right. Just around that time.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like you can tell like he still want to see him.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't want to offend him.
And he even said like algún día me lo voy a cruzar, grinning his like someday I'll cross paths with you, like they say over there, and grinning his teeth and everything. And I was like, listen, MF, this is one title. You know, he went into this.
Right.
Look at all these titles, and you said because he said it's balls. Sorry, you know, courage.
Yeah.
We
No, you
have,
good?
you know,
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Like there's so much more to this than just this.
Right. Especially,
You know.
yeah, man. Sergio Martinez a beast too, man. What the heck? He said having heart and fighting is a good way. One ticket to a concussion. Facts. If that's your coach's only instruction, yeah.
There we go. Who said that? Won't be famous.
Won't be
Reach.
famous. Yep. Yeah.
Reach. We've seen too many fighters, bro, hurt forever for
Yeah.
thinking that nonsense, bro.
Yep.
Seriously.
Won't be famous. Said, you know what you said? Don't go full Ryan Garcia. You remind me of. You ever seen Tropic Thunder, where he was like, "Don't go full retard. Never go full retard." That's what you just remind me of. Bro. That's what you just remind me of, bro. Don't go full Ryan Garcia. That's crazy. Don't go full retard. You never go full retard. Hey, Tropic Thunder funny as hell, bro. That's one of my favorite movies, dog. I do this in my profession. I am the best at what I do. It applies to sports too. Yeah. Yeah, Finch. Yep. But fellas, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man.
Well, take care.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you joining, Ty. I appreciate you joining. Irony, man, means a lot. Definitely enjoy the conversation, man. Yes, sir, man. God bless you too, bro.
All right, guys.
Yes, sir, man. Take it easy, bro. Man, they got off fast as hell. Damn. They left fast, ain't it? But yeah, chat, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. So many amazing one-liners. Yes, there are, bruh. Booty sweat. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as the other dude. Tropic Thunder is too funny, dog. look here. You look at him and say Lance. You say you look at him right in the eyes and say, what's his name? Lance. Yeah, you go here and you say Lance. Lance. The fuck did I just say, Lance? He said, no. I said Nancy. Nancy. I said Nancy. I ain't say Lance. Bro, that movie, bro, I might have to watch that tonight, bro. That movie's too funny, dog. He looking right in the eye and say Lance. He said, Lance. The fuck did I just say, Lance? He said, no, I said Nancy. Hey, yo, man. But yeah, man, y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Shout out to my boy Dub. You know, God bless you too, bro. Shout out to Ty for coming through. Shout out to Oscar for coming through. Don't forget to smack that like button. You know what I'm talking about. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe as well. We'll be back on tomorrow, good Lord willing, for the 8 a.m. show, the morning show, and then we also do the 7 p.m. show, the late show. Let me see if I can think of some things to talk about. What y'all want to talk about, man? If you have any recommendations for topics tomorrow, drop it in the Discord. You know, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna try to think of something for tomorrow though. Anyway, but yeah, man, y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. Hey, all right, you be easy, Finch. Yeah, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean by you people? What do you mean, you people? That movie's too funny, bro. That joke's, bro, I'm telling you, bro, dangling across your forehead. Y'all older than you said, bro. I'm telling you, Dub. I'm telling you, Dub. Yes, sir, bro. Tropic Thunder is too funny, man. But yeah, y'all take care, man. God bless. Remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing. Peace. The doctor's out.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.